Welcome on in, everyone. Glad to have you. I've missed you guys. We could, distance makes the heart grow fonder. I missed this, but hey, in the meantime, I got a lot of work done. So hey, you get to enjoy that, all the new stuff. We got the Thunderfang logo. We got the new chat. We got new redeem icons. It's a lot of updates. Still a lot more to work on, but I'm glad I could, I find something to do in the meantime. Welcome on in, Soyreal, NPC, Fine Point, Razumari, Death Nation. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Welcome on in, Kasai and Luck. Glad to have you. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Casper House. Glad to have you too. Welcome on in, Jake Bing. Who else we got? I definitely saw Moonbear. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Ilianos and Soodwolf. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. There we go. You got into Thunderfang. Congrats. Yeah. Welcome on in, Bathy. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Welcome on in, Ocean. Glad to have you too. Also, welcome on in, Digi. Oh my goodness gracious, so many people. I missed y'all, but I am glad to be back. So we're just making up for lost time. I'm officially part of Thunderfang now, which is kind of wild to think about. It kind of happened at the most hysterical timing possible, but that's just kind of like.
Do you like this? Do you like this?
Oh, this is too real.
Well, no more.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this. This is too real. Yeah, so like I in the meantime I mostly just like I largely just like kind of I just kind of like worked on stream stuff. I won't lie. I did so much fucking Factorio. So much like a lot of Factorio. I recognize that was probably not necessarily the wisest decision I could have made, but yeah. Listen, at least the now Vis is done. Starky, are you ready? Am I ready for what? I did see someone put in Buddy Holly. He wants to go to shout out for Digiwolf, by the way. Digiwolf, fellow streamer, heck, and Super Sweet Bean. Also, hold on a minute. I think I'm realizing something. Oh shoot! I forgot that if I click on a scene, I go to that scene. This stuff is gonna be real. What's up, Crisp?
I swear the game I got for the game giveaway for the bingo is good. I wouldn't ever lie.
Sure. You would never lie. Sorry, all and Crisp. Starky, you've been gone for a week. Are you ready for chat? Welcome on in, Corvid Bubble. Excuse me? Mix up bot? Hello? Oh, I got shouted out. No, okay. I was like really fucking confused. I was extremely confused because I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, wait, it says I got rated because it has like in the chat box for me, it has like the little icon. So I'm like, wait, I got rated, right? And then I actually read it and I'm like, no, you just got shouted out. Which, like, I'm glad that chat does that. So that way I can be like, oh, okay. If people start showing up and being weird, that's like, I know who to point to and be like, hey, this is the fucking culprit. Would that be wrong button? Honestly, yes, it would be. I guess it would kind of. I love you already misclicked the button. Listen, the scuff is going to be fucking legendary. We want. You know why we don't shout out Corbin back? Absolutely. Go, because Corbin recently hit affiliate themselves. So like, go give the fellow Corbin Bean some support if you can. But yeah, no.
Please, do not push.
Why are you like this? Why are you, chat? Why are you like this?
This kitchen is
never
so
mind.
hard
Hold up,
to
I got a
clean.
jammer.
If only there was an easier way.
It's return to stream via jam.
New kitchen gun. Sparkles like new.
Welcome on to people. Just good idea, Sweet Bean.
Sparkles like new.
I love you, kitchen gun.
Just 3 shots from kitchen gun. Say goodbye.
I need to use this filter more.
Yeah, all clean again. Sparkles like new.
Anyways, I've missed you guys a ton. I realize hold up, because there's one thing I need to do real quick. Studio mode. Because I should probably make it so that way Thunderfang isn't on this screen. Also, I should probably actually move the trains thing to my to the underlying one. So that'd be image. Already, let me see. Thunderfang logo, perfect. Oh, that is very large. That's extremely large. Perfect. And then we go ahead and add one more image, and this is going to be trains. Where's trains? Welcome on, Xana. Glad to have you, sweet feed. Trains. Wait, is that not an image? Is that a... What the... Trains, what are you? Okay, it's a... Why am I like this? Why am I like this? It's a fucking... It's not... It's a source. A media source. I guess it makes sense, but also, like, why? It literally could have just been an image. There you go. Don't mind the giant trains. The giant trains will be shrunk and put here next to Crisp. There we go. And now if I go back up here, I can hide that. And then we are actually... So now things, like, when I zoom in on myself... Yes, perfect. It actually... things no longer follow it. So that way you can actually, like... if I zoom in on the TTS bot, you actually get to see the trains much cleaner. We ask ourselves the same. Listen, there's gonna be some fucking legendary... Nom. How could you? How could you send a slow-moving morph? Can we shout for Nom? Nom heckin' super sweet beam also got added alongside me to the Thunderfang. Oh, well, that board didn't need to hit. Welcome on, Embryonic. Glad to have you, sweet beam. So, I realized I have, like, no motivation to do art. So, like, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna... Because I think I can, like, actually force myself to be motivated to do art. I just need to, like, think about the thing I want to draw in advance. I'm like, so this is a thing I definitely want to draw. Let me think about, like, what I want the pose and, like, what I want the idea of it to be. But yeah, no, welcome on a Nom. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Hand tracking is being a little... Hands? Two hands. Hands plural. Hand tracking while you're like this. There we go. But yeah, no. What's up, Crisp?
Where the rats?
Starky, if you can keep a secret, check DMs. I have both a video to show you and the secret game in there.
Two hands to enjoy Weezer with. Oh my god. If you can keep a secret, check DMs. So is the video supposed to be kept secret? Also, I did see someone got me a game on Steam. I have not had an opportunity to accept that yet. Because it happened in the middle of the workday. Also, hold up on my braille list. Yes, the game. Okay. This Thunderfang me will be collaborating with other streamers through them. That's the plan. Because from what I've heard and from what I've seen, Thunderfang is very, very active about collabing. And this was supposed to be my year of collabs before shit hit the fan consistently for like 3 months. I had to cancel the gift to resend it. Fair enough. Hot dog water using tea? What the Hold up. No, we're getting distracted already because Soirel is creating problems that all of you have to deal with. But yeah, no, I'm gonna try my best to do a bunch of Thunderfang collab stuff. So expect some of that in the future. That's okay. That's the random stuff. There we go. Hey, Kasai, what the fuck? Oh my god. This is 100% rage bait. That's 1000% rage bait. StarkyMorph, Squeaky Orca, it's a collab since you're both Thunderfang. Yeah, that actually could reasonably be in the works. I never did this. Okay. You can this is no longer even rage bait. This is a cuz like okay, look at all the things wrong. Getting the water from a bathtub. Instead of opening the jar, you cutting a fucking hole into it to grab it with a fork. That you're using it to hold up. There's a whole subreddit for that stupid food. Because that's a fork, but she's using the wrong end of the fork. And then cutting the why? Okay, hold up. Why the fuck is this foot like? Is it just me or is this a very long hot dog? Since when does hot dogs come in jars? Hold up. You actually make an extremely compelling point. I hadn't noticed that. Okay. Wickinger? It looks like Wickinger? Hold up. I need to actually, Costco one is longer. That's a fucking, it's a long ass hot dog. Let me check real quick. Wickinger hot dogs. Images. Yeah, that's apparently this is a thing. That's today I learned they're bratwurst style hot dogs. I've seen canned hamburgers before. This is a Canadian thing. I bratwurst it's Icelandic. That makes sense. Iceland loves hot dogs, and they're also Iceland cooking is a nightmare. I love Iceland, but like I no, it's Danish pizza. Danish pizza is nightmare made manifest. Would you buy a canned French fry? No, because canning necessarily involves water. Sorry, I swear to God, what the fuck did you get me? Pathfinder cake makers here have Baldur's Gate at home. Wait. CRPG. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, so it's actually like, it's kind of the same style as Baldur's Gate. Interesting. I'll have to give it a try. But yeah, no. Iceland does some weird stuff where they love canning meat. And because like, listen, I'm a convert on Spam. I forgot that this was on. I forgot that this is on the layer that doesn't move my face. Anyways, Iceland does very strange things with canned meat, and I'm a convert. I actually enjoy Spam. I've been sold on Spam. I'm not sold on these. But no, okay, so these are actual hot dogs. But also, why the fuck is it? Are these hot dogs very thin, or are they just super duper long? And then, of course, you gotta peel your hot dog, which like boiling it, and then using loose leaf tea, which you're not going to filter out. Should I make a Mexican person prepare enchiladas, but instead of tortillas, it's on manicotti pasta? That actually could be delicious. I'm not gonna lie. I could see that genuinely working. And then there's the single piece of pasta, and oh, Cam, welcome on in! Thank you for 34 months of asking in the email system feed. Thank you so much.
Starky, where does Santa go to buy stuff for the naughty kids? Coles.
I'm regretting the thank you. Oh, come on, did you see me? Glad to have you. Okay, so here in this we have hot dog, loose leaf tea, a single piece of spaghetti, and a potato. And then plating up like a fucking monster, where it's potato on an upside, like this is performance art. Are we doing me cooking? No, stop. No. Also the mayonnaise. That's that might be one of my worst scans. Maybe that's like the, you know, fondness makes the heart go yonder. Distance makes the scan look that much fucking worse. It's been a while since I've been scanned, so so you haven't had one that looks like that in a while. But you know. So today, I'm gonna be drawing birds. I'm gonna draw on gay birds. Birds that are boyfriends. A firebird and an ice-themed bird. What is hand tracking? I hate it with the hand tracking, like, kind of. It's like, eh. It's like, do we see something where it just looks like my arm is moving back and forth. Based. Listen. Gay bibs. We love gay bibs. But yeah, no. So I'm excited to be back. I miss y'all. I'm trying to think about what all happened. A lot. Fully support drawing gay birds. Because I actually posted, I made a Blue Sky post about them because I went to a Squishables store, and gay birds Madden football. That's the only I know nothing about John Madden besides football. I'm sure he was a person. I'm pretty sure he's dead. I genuinely don't know. Is John Madden? Hold up, I'm getting distracted again. Is John Madden alive? That's it's the #1 search. Date of birth. Has died at age 85 on December 28th, 2021. Okay, no. He just died not too long ago. Feeble Zeus, I don't mean to alarm you. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years since he died. Oh, you can't see the emote? What emote? Are you talking about in the chat? Because I paid like $5 for this chat. But yeah. Can Starky last the first 45 minutes with his brain cells intact? Absolutely not. I don't leave a single stream of this stream. I probably could have chosen my words better, but fuck it, we're committing. I don't leave a single stream of this stream with my brain cells intact. 3 years isn't that long for me. Not too long ago, huh? That one NASA game on the moon where people are just John Madden. John Madden. Ayu. Football. The on-screen chat does not show 7 TV emotes. I don't think I can edit that, unfortunately. Moonbase Alpha. Moonbase Alpha is a classic. He died in 21. I thought he died in 2015 or something. Nope. He died in December 28th, 2021. So it's been about 3 years. But yeah, no, unfortunately the on-screen chat, because, like, it's Slime 2. Because I don't, at this point, trust... I don't trust any service at this point that isn't run, like, on my own machine. So I'm just using Slime 2 because it's... I love this. I also love the 7TV emote. Where you're outside of my house and I have to call the police on you. Refresh your chat to see John Madden. Or for some reason, there are ghosts in the game made for NASA as well. Like, just walking around the moon, you see a little girl in a hospital gown just floating. What? Wait, what? Actually? Wait, okay, hold up. Because, like, I was aware of Moonbase Alpha, but, like, I didn't have a PC that could run it. So it was just haha funny. Oh, I get to watch YouTube videos from, like, you know, like a decade and a half ago, like 15 years ago or something. And it's like, okay. Oh, hold up. I have stabilization turned way the fuck up. That feels so much better. But yeah, no. So was Moonbase Alpha actually made by NASA? And why the fuck did NASA put ghosts in their video game about making a base on the moon? NASA, I need you to explain. Wait, does that mean Ghost Girl from Lethal Company is a Moonbase Alpha reference? Also, what happened to Moonbase Beta and Moonbase Gamma? Motherfucker out here, they're slacking. We need to get Moonbase Sigma to... I should stop talking. You couldn't run Moonbase Alpha? Were you on an NVIDIA first graphics card? I just didn't have a PC. I didn't have a personal computer. Like, my first computer was a laptop. That was a Lenovo. Which, if you ever want recommendations for laptops, Lenovo's are fucking immortal. Because I absolutely overheated the fuck out of that PC. And it was still running just fine. Starky, why are you bringing up incel astrology signs? Oh, god damn it, that's a really good joke. The joke writes... I hate it. It's a really, really good joke, though. It's like, okay, at some point they gotta run out of Greek letters, though. Welcome on, Lazy Waffle. It's good to have you, Sweet Bean. But yeah, no. So, like, it wasn't necessarily one of those things where it's like, I didn't, you know, because, you know, I was like, oh, you know, I have a dedicated, like, Wii, so I'm not gonna use my computer, which is, like, bad, intended for using, like, watching YouTube videos. It's been a week positivity time. I posted in the Discord this video I remember made into a short. If no one has told... Oh, welcome on NBC, you Sweet Bean. What's up, Chris?
This stream is not sponsored by the Minecraft movie. Don't want the Minecraft movie today. Unless they pay us, then buy like 10 tickets to the Minecraft movie now.
I sincerely suspect that like the Minecraft movie is like more or less an indictment. Like the success of the Minecraft movie at this point is like a genuine indictment on cultural like like culture is at least you know from the scenes of it, it's like it feels like it's stagnating, which like it's like oh you know like low be it from me to fucking be like oh I'm you know I am the ruler of what can and can't be culturally relevant, like you know that's not who I am as a person, but like my understanding of it is that it's basically the like it's basically like the lowest effort possible like but lava chicken does slap. I because it sounds like you know not having seen it myself, so like this is mostly hearsay. It sounds like it's just like one of those like it's basically the movie equivalent of Coco Melon, where it's just like it keeps the kids entertained, so like the parents don't have to do their job. Someone bought fireworks at the cinema for the chicken jockey meme and actual chicken at another cinema. Okay, fireworks to a theater is like actually like that's got to be some kind of like felony, right? Like that feels like a crime for sure. I've heard of the chicken but fireworks. But there's more from the energy Jack Black brings than anything. Well, it's like here's the thing. It reminds me of what was the movie where they're like they just didn't have a plot. There was no screenplay, but they're just like, what if we get like some of the most famous people and like a bunch of famous comedians, and then like just be like, oh, okay, just make it funny. Fell on me, can Starky fell on me. Welcome on, guys. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Yeah, but you know TikTok trend. Okay, fair enough. I'd believe it. They want to bang a villager in the movie. I love there's definitely someone who here's a link 50 seconds. There was definitely someone who saw the version of it where with incomplete CGI where the villagers just have very tiny heads, and it's so fucking funny. Hold up, let me look real quick at the thing Cam Cool has posted. Steve's lava chicken. Okay, I have not seen. I didn't even see the Minecraft movie trailer. That's the level of like no for like sight unseen I'm going into this. Um okay, sure. This is infinitely more horrifying now that there's real people. Like, okay, can we talk about the fact that it's like, because it's like, oh, you know, remember when PETA was like, we made a Minecraft server where you can't hurt the animals, and people just like made infinite chicken grinders that just burned thousands of millions of chickens alive. Like, at the time we laughed at them, but there is something kind of horrifying about juxtaposing Jack Black against the hypothetical of a chicken burning to death in lava. Maybe that's just me. The real humans with the weird block game is weird. It really is. Heck, PETA? No, I agree with you. But this is this is the moment where I'm like, you know, they might have been onto something with that one. that one. Minecraft movie is better movie than the Mario and doesn't insult the source. Like how Mario movie replaced half the soundtrack with 80s pop songs because the graph says kids love 80s pop songs. Yeah, this is basically just Jack Black carry a film on his on his back. Again, okay, that is actually that is criminal. This is illegal to put on my screen. I do not like a cute voxelated fucking chicken. Is it unethical to call villager breeding restocking villagers? You're reminding me of the fucking, like, the folding ideas video where he realized he accidentally committed to colonialism in Minecraft by kidnapping villagers and forcing them to breed. Oh god, it's even worse in motion! Shoot, am I really gonna do a Minecraft Sinners double feature this weekend? Listen, I'm sure it's great if you're, like, blasted. That was moist, Starky, when he sunbathed. Shut up. Hold up, can I find, Minecraft movie final scene, unfinished. Let me see if I can, unfinished CGI. That was moist. Because it's really, really fucking funny. Starky, draw that. Okay, that is pretty good. Wait, hold up. Hold up. That is definitely just a person. And like I don't know what I was expecting. Oh god. Wow, this released in the films? Draw the voxel chicken? No, I refuse. Oh god! Jesus Christ! What is that? Oh god, this is, you know what? You know what? No, he makes an extremely compelling point. This is gonna be the next generation Spy Kids 3. It's 100%. It's 100% gonna be next generation Spy Kids 3, and Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I hate this. I love Spy Kids 3. No, here's the thing. The Minecraft movie's peak, just like how the game I got for a giveaway is peak. Say the game is peak. The game is the. Hold up, let me check again which game it is. Oh wait, no, I remember what game it is. Oh yeah, it's a real Ted Turner. I'm pretty sure it was leaked stuff from like 4chan. They got hold of the unfinished before release stuff. Speaking of leaks in 4chan, there was some news today. The kids yearn for. Also, I'm not saying Spy Kids 3 is bad. By no means am I saying that. I am saying that the CGI looks terrible. And it looked terrible even at the time. Oh yeah, 4chan died. Yeah, 4chan's functionally dead. Shark Boy and Lava Girl is based. Yeah, 4chan died because of the Soy Jack memes. I think I understand why they hired the director of Napoleon Dynamite to make the Minecraft movie. I suppose that's fair. Is because like you need to lean into it with like such a heavy amount of irony. Like you can't make a Minecraft movie sincerely and have it be good. Like actually, because like if you go too sincere, it's not even gonna be so bad it's good. It's just gonna be like ugh. But you need to go, if you go into it with a level of like ironic poisoning, then I'm sure it's actually like genuinely kind of entertaining. Wait, 4chan's dead? Yeah. 4chan, you know, there's still information people are grabbing from it. The funny part was that 4chan was taken down from inside the house. It was a 4chaner who took it down over a new board. Yeah, so 4chan never updated their security measures since 2016. 2016. Almost a decade ago. It's been almost a decade since they fucking updated their security features. Which means that the list of every, like, okay. People meme. But, people meme about, like, oh, 4chan and anonymity. But you're not anonymous on 4chan. You're just given a number that's associated with your account when you sign up for an email. All that information is saved in the background. They have a fuck ton of emails from people who made 4chan's account and probably did illegal shit on the site. Turns out 4chan was held together by tape and glue. Hold it. What? "2016 was only a decade ago?" It's been the longest fucking decade. Trust me, I know the feeling. All right. Why must you say that? Because time is suffering, and there is no escape of it. Oh god, what the fuck is this? Don't remind me how old I am. There is no escaping the inevitable onwards march of time. All of us are but ephemeral sparks in the cosmic fireworks that will claim all of us. I suffer. But you know, hold up. What?
Where the
Oh, this is like it's the digital pencil.
I'm going to say something that may be a hot take. 4chan dying is a bad thing, not because of 4chan dying, but all of those people are going to have to go to other social media sites.
Starky,
now
what time
the
is it for
4chan
you?
users have breached
7:30.
containment.
I was back to the account register. Unfortunately, we're using .gov and .edu addresses using their full name in them. Yeah, it's real fucking dumb. A lot of people who are using 4chan were very, very dumb. But also, so Sorial, there is okay. Let me talk to you about, and I'm going to admit to my greatest personal shame, because at one point I was a Redditor. I used Reddit unironically. But no, like, okay. At one point I used Reddit. And people made that same argument that, like, oh, if we, like, it's good that we have these communities that hate on people because at least all the shitty people are quarantined there. Except demonstrably, when we banned those communities, those people just fucked off. Sincerely. Like, okay, I was around for when there were a couple of Reddit ban waves that I was around. I was present for. Welcome on, Gigantic. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we shout out for Gigantic, by the way? There was, when I first joined Reddit, a subreddit dedicated to making fun of people who were overweight. I don't necessarily, I must be at this point that, like, people are still relatively aware of r/fat people hate, because that was what the subreddit was called. And people were like, "Oh God, it's like because it was a fucking toxic, fucked up, awful subreddit that was hurting a lot of people." And they're like, "But if we ban it, like, they'll just go to other places. They'll just spread out and, like, And then, lo and behold, one day they fucking banned it. And hey, all those people who got banned, fucking, they just left. Like, they tried to form a bunch of new, like, because that's the thing with stuff like that. Bans happen in waves, because people will be like, oh, this major subreddit got banned because it was full of shitty people doing shitty things. Let's make this second subreddit that's totally not the same thing, and then it gets banned. Because of fucking course it is. It's the same people doing the same thing. You're not clever. This is why I am happy GGG did not ban Elon from PoE2. The more he plays, the less he's doing other things. I just, like, no, because here's the thing. He's gonna keep doing the shitty, awful things that are hurting people. Like, if anything, I'm just glad that people are using every opportunity to make fun of him. Like, I sincerely think that people, like, there are some people who I think genuinely are enough of a net negative on society where they should be excluded from general discourse and then provided help to improve as people until they can come back and realize that they were a shitty person. Fat people hate Reddit. Gross. Now the fat squirrel hate is incredibly funny. Wait, there's fat squirrel hate? No, but if he's distracted by PoE2, he does less than if he doesn't. I hate to break it to you, but he only does that when he's traveling to do things like we would, if only we were so lucky, is that it was an actual distraction. Unfortunately, it's just a thing he does when he has free time. He's basically bad advertising for the game, so they won't ban him for the ban-worthy things he has done in-game. It's kind of like... The song is my favorite song. I love the lobotomy song. It's kind of like, because people are like, oh, why doesn't, Tesla, like, oust him as a CEO? Welcome on, Erratic. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. He should have more things taken from him, like video game access, because it's funny and I hate him, and his anger would make him less effective overall in life. That's my rationalization. Welcome on, Adrenaline. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I kind of agree. I genuinely, like, because here's the thing. These people, like, these people want to be known as like, oh, they're dangerous, like you know, like the discourse of like basically dealing with them like they're like monsters is kind of playing into their hands. Just laugh at them. Laugh at them, exclude them, don't make a big deal about their existence because they aren't worth it. That is sincerely the best way to deal with haters and evil people. That's why that Muskie doesn't get why we hate him. Also, because here's the thing, and here's the fundamental basis for why a lot of people are the way they are. To acknowledge that you're the villain of other people's story is to actually acknowledge that there's things that you do that hurt. Like it's to acknowledge other people have a life outside of you. I think we're throwing Dickon. Fair enough. Like that's the fundamental breakdown of a lot of people. The Skyrim mod pack updated. There's now 3,420 mods. Jesus Christ. Welcome on a monkey. Let out your sweet bean. What the fuck with 3 C's? Goddamn. Also, I kind of love this Super Buck Sunshine remix. I think it's a sign of how deeply meme poison I am, though. But no. Because, like, when you're dealing with people with that mindset, you have to look at it and realize that they aren't considering at all the impact they're having on other people, because that would require them to acknowledge that other people exist outside of them. I love the new little images for the redeems. Yeah, I did them all myself. Talk about Thunderfang, Starky. Thunderfang. Fair enough. Thunderfang is a team I was added to right before my timeout corner time. And yeah, it's full of really, really sweet people. I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect to make it in, so I was like, you know what, hey, if I get in, that's great. If not, that's also great. So I'm honestly kind of honored to be added to the team. I reached the point where I need to write Japanese conjugation charts in in Honky. Oh my god. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, like, because I have poses in mind. None of it is piercing my brain. I need to write out all in freedom characters. Fair enough. Okay. There we go. That's a good shoulder width. I'm definitely gonna like be tinkering with body types a little bit, because this is definitely gonna like so basically we have 2 birds. One is a phoenix, the other one's gonna be a nice themed bird, and they're going to be boyfriends. Is this? I was about to say, is this frictionless wipe? It's when you fragile skyrockets with no man that just wants your yes man that no. Why is yes? I forgot that yes is no and no is yes because of 7 TV emotes. So when you're fragile skyrockets with yes man that just want your money, when in reality it hits. Okay, well here's the thing. There's this idea in psychology that's called Are you doing one fat one is skinny themed, or do you have one in mind? One of them is definitely okay. So general shapes I'm planning on going for them is definitely like, so like basically triangle for one of them, and then the other one's gonna be round. Oh, want me to fix that? Because so in psychology, there's this idea called cognitive dissonance, and it's literally so like when something that happens, it's something that happens with our brains, where like we literally experience like measurable pain, like it lights up the pain receptor part of our brain when we do something that doesn't necessarily align with our values, or our stated values. The thing is, some people just don't have the stomach for pain. So they basically, instead of like using that as like, okay, I'm not feeling right, something's wrong, and then using that as a means to determine, okay, this system of beliefs isn't working for me. They take that pain as basically being an attack. Like they cannot in their minds work the idea that like because the pain is like, oh, it's a bad signal. So it's like, okay, you know, it's kind of like the idea of like, what's the I can't remember what the psychology like description for it is. It's like stagnation versus like basically the idea is that we go through like certain like phases in our life where like there's expected growth or like stagnation. I think it might have been like literally growth or stagnation mindsets. But yeah. But yeah, no, one of them is going to be big soft boy and the other one's going to be not slender, but definitely like more cut. I'm like scared to make his waist too narrow. This is gonna be a good exercise in like force me to actually Starkey all sounds in the song and the next come from the musician's mouth. So basically what you're saying is this must be a Misophonics hell. Legit having trouble getting info on Thunderfang. Okay. It is a TF themed or like, like TF themed, TF focused. Basically like the idea is it's a bunch of people who are streamers and also enjoy TF, which I definitely am on that list. Admittedly, I want to work towards getting more 3D models. That way there's a TF for the 3D. It's a beatboxer. Yeah. To be fair, there's definitely... Oh, Rich, welcome on in! Thank you for the tier 1 discussion for 23 months! Enjoy the FME much, sweet bean. Wow, 2 years?
Wow,
That's
2
honestly kind of
years.
wild.
Crazy, isn't it?
Okay, so I more or less got... I think that maybe the shoulders could be a little bit wider. TF theme streamer group. That's more or less the best way to put it. Okay. Like their page is 404ing? Weird. Have you tried... So I do have it linked down below with the if you click on the image. Unless like Twitch doesn't handle because I'm pretty sure Twitch handles there we go. Let me go ahead and... Oh, wait, I realize I'm in the sketching phase, so I need to increase the size of my eraser. There we go. But yeah, because I believe... Hold up, let me actually go to my own stream, so that way I can check to make sure that link is working. Because I want to make sure that y'all can, like, check them all out. At the very least, like, if you go down and then, like... Yeah, so if you go down to, like, my About section, you'll see Team Thunderfang. But also, you should be able to click on the Thunderfang, logo down below, and yeah, there we go. The link works. So, weird. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see it. Burb, oh my god, you look amazing. Welcome on our regular cars. Don't have you, sweet bean. Link works for me. Don't know Raichu and Donuts were also in it. Yeah. Honestly, it was kind of wild for me to realize how many people I was like, oh wait, you're also in Thunderfang? It also helps, I think, that like I was added in a pretty sizable wave, so. Well, regular callers, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Flab Check. Don't have you, sweet bean. But yeah, thank you so much. I love this model. It's custom made. It was made by Peepo Drops. There's definitely like some stuff I want to do with it because I might be moving over from VNAN to Chemo Rig, which is made by Protowolf, and then I need to so that's going to take a little bit of fine tuning, and then at some point, in a hypothetical future where I have access to like disposable income I can use on stream, I'd love to get like an iPhone or like some kind of something to allow me to use the ray tracing that like because there is like built-in ray tracing functionality for VNAN and presumably Chemo Rig. Okay, so this is also going to be a pose kind of thing for me. ray tracing doesn't work with webcams. Well, it does. The problem is I'm not necessarily super sure because it's ARKit. That's it. ARKit. I was like, there was some connection between ARKit and ray tracing. I couldn't remember, but basically the idea is like, so the face tracking when I have ARKit set up is like significantly better. The problem is I can't move around. Like the ARKit doesn't track me when I'm like moving side to side, so I'm just like stuck in place. I can't even look side to side. It does a better job tracking my face. I think I might need to like some kind of device, like an extra device for that.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
Hey Starky, it's almost Easter. I'm gonna celebrate by going to the Aleutian Islands. Doesn't get more Easter than that.
I'm gonna celebrate by going to the Aleutian Islands. What is the Aleutian Islands? I'm assuming the joke here is that the Easter Islands would be more Easter. Here. Because I'm also going to do something slightly different with the poses. Because, like, I always want to be challenging myself with my art. So, like, you know, if I always got to be trying some kind of different approach. Speaking of islands, come to the UK. I would, but it's going to the UK is like a pretty significant time and money investment. The DJI Osmo 3 has face tracking built into its gimbal software. It can be used as a webcam, but that's an $800 solution. Like I said, if I had disposable income, I could throw it towards stream. I'd love to. And I do have a throne for dedicated stuff like that. Like, you know, I'd love to do like the Bowser, like because I'd love to build a Lego Bowser on stream. Welcome on in, Cynic. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. What is this? Stronger Than You Kara Response remake. Oh my god, what year is it? What year is it? Oh my god, you've sent me back to the year like 2000 and fucking like 2010. When did Undertale come out? Hold up, I'm about to inflict emotional damage on everyone. Undertale release date. I'm sorry I'm doing this to all of us. Undertale's a 2015. It came out a decade ago. Lurk, I'm in class for the next 50 minutes. For sure. Thank you for stopping by, Cynic, Sweet Bean. Go take care of yourself. Best of luck with your class. I've aged 10,000 years because of this. Okay, so those proportions are about right. Why must I feel old? I'm sorry. If it helps you feel any better, I also feel old because of that information. Okay. I think that's good. I'm like, let's go to work on the other pose. So basically, this could be Fire Boyo. And then we have Frost Boyo. There we go. Speaking of Frost, I need to make friends. I need to make art for friends again. I think about like doing kind of like what Kusa did, where like I start doing like Borbs as like wheel things for like people in the community and like friends. I definitely like the idea of Softboy being a little bit smaller.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
Hey Starky, it's time for a question you totally didn't ask me to ask you before stream. What fellow Thunderfang members are you most excited to potentially collab with? Like I said, I was totally not asked to ask this before stream. The
Chris, why are you
DMs were
implying-
deleted, I mean what?
Chris, why are you implying things that like I've not that have literally you're just creating hypotheticals. I don't like it. But also like there is a ton of people in Thunderfang that I'm like really interested. Hold up, I'm sorry. I got flashbanged by I'm in the house like carpet. But you know, like I'd love to do collabs with people like Poppin. Let me see. I'm trying to think off the top of my head because there's a lot of people in Thunderfang. Poppin's one that comes to mind immediately. Darkwood also, or sorry, Scintilla. I don't know why my brain's like, oh yes, Dark Scintilla. Like, no, it's just Scintilla now. Fucking Scintilla would be a lot of fun. Jazz Otter seems very, very sweet, and I've enjoyed hanging out in his streams. I'm trying to think of like who else. Because there's so many people. It's one of those things where it's like you asked me and I'm like, it all comes immediately rushing into my mind trying to make sense of like, oh, okay, like this, these are all the people. Because like I also feel bad if like I forget someone that I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'd love to do it. Nom would be one. I know that feel. I'm just like, who else? What do I know? It would be fun to do something with like Pocat. As I believe that like it is primarily his team. Days, I hung out in his streams a little bit. He's very sweet. I'm trying to think of like who else I've because there's a couple people I've like I've like interacted with where I'm like, are they in like I can't remember. I feel like me are going through a similar thing right now. It's like, because like so basically what I want to do, welcome on in Shadrock. What are you, Sweet Bean? Can we shout out for Shra? How's it going? It's going alright. I'm currently in the process of drawing some borbs. Well, one borb, and the other one's gonna be lean. Oh yeah. I'm glad to see you back to being exploded. I hope you learned your lesson, but also I genuinely hope that should never. Yeah, same. I missed y'all while I was gone. Also, I need to remember, it's the sketch layer. I don't have to get the fucking lines perfect. This is my worst habit. I think that, like, I don't fall for a lot of... Oh, thank the 10 pennies, Sweet Bean. I don't have a lot of bad artist habits. I think my worst habit is... It's the sketch layer. Let me go ahead and try to get perfect lines every time. Basically, you get kind of intimidated by them, but they're all second Sweet Beans who are happy. Oh, for sure. No, like, that is absolutely a thing. Where I'm like, what is this? Oh, this is Yoshi Clan, the Yoshi's New Island. So it's a combination of like, there's a lot of, because like, I'm open to the idea of collabs, and I would love to do more. I probably should reach out to people more, but also my fucking schedule is a nightmare. Help. I need someone to just like grab me. Just grab me firmly, hold me, shake me a little bit, and then like we can collab. Sincerely. I am joking by like overstating things, but like actually, because it's one of those things where it's like a year of collabs. Listen, it was going all right. We collab with Garion. Oh yeah, that's right. One person I definitely would love to collab with again, because I've done it a couple of times. Goldie heckin' super Sweet Bean. Help him, because like here's the thing, I appreciate the like no, these shoulders are too wide. Help him, but chat, he wants to bottom. Shut up, Ocean. I swear to God. But no, like, oh yeah, congrats on getting a stream. Yeah, no, I'm super excited. It's definitely one of those things where it's like I'm gonna have to put like a lot of effort in though. I'm like, is this excessive? Am I making him too thick? Oh, it's the same group as Poppin'? Yeah. It was like this group is this group is also like, it's because it's a lot of people who are like really into TF, and I'm like, yes, please, thank you. Because TF is fun. I need to learn how to draw TF, which is to say, I need to learn how to draw like halfway marks between like, which you know what, I would also probably need to draw like, well, I guess like halfway marks between human and like then anthro characters. Because like that's gonna be the detailing, unless like I really want to get into the nitty gritty and start doing stuff like oh yeah, good luck with that. Oh yeah, no. Let's draw on VC.
Please,
The thing is, like, most of the time that like I'm available on VC, I'm at work.
Water and water and water.
Okay.
Water and water and water, water, water and
We got another jammer.
water, water and water and water, water.
Speaking of water and water, I'm not hydrated. Welcome on in, Canopus the Peacock. Good night, Sweet Bean. Also, hopefully the rainbow effect isn't too intense. Working with filters and OBS is kind of a disaster, but... Anyways. Thank you for the reminder to hydrate via button press. I need to play the Final Fantasy games. I've played like a couple of hours of Final Fantasy. I'm like, is this here with the crow everyone draws? That could be nice. The big thing is like I actually like I could kind of do like what I'm trying to think of like who because like I know Kalessa or what is supposed to be using people's old channel names today? I swear to God. Redesign CG. He's been doing like what are their magma streams where it's like it's a bunch of people who like it's basically like a shared canvas y'all can work together on. Okay. What's Starky's favorite food? Why is my favorite food being assigned? Curry, rice, hamburger, nondescript soup. I'm right, just chilling before bed. Well, thank you for stopping by, you sweet bean. Hopefully we can bring you some chill vibes. Welcome on to the live stop. Good night, you sweet bean. What's up, Chris?
Crows are so smart. They remember faces and give someone gifts if you're nice to them and attack you if you provoke them first. Although perhaps I chose the wrong crows to befriend because now they leave behind pentagram drawings.
No, you found the best crows to befriend. If it's not on the list, what is your favorite food? Okay, does hot pot count as food? I don't think it, because hot pot is more like hot pot. It would be like describing like my favorite food is buffet. Like that feels like that's cheating, right? If hot pot doesn't count, one day blinding stew. Oh my god. If hot pot doesn't count, then my second favorite would be butter chicken. God, I love butter chicken. That's a way of cooking food. Yeah. Well, because it's a way of cooking food, but also like it because hot pot's traditionally done buffet style. Hot pot counts as a soup. Well, okay, but like it's not really a soup. Hot pot is like an experience. Yeah, it's because it's like it's closer to like going to a buffet. Can you put cottage cheese in a hot pot? The fuck did you just say to me? I will, Casa, I will find you. I will, how dare you besmirch the name of hot pot? Ocean is a soup? You're not incorrect. Because you eat and cook at the same time. It'd be, so is it like, it's like saying Korean barbecue is your favorite food, even though like Korean barbecue is more about the experience than it is about like, because like, you know, it's like, oh, well, what do you get when you go to Korean barbecue? Do you get the like, do you get the pork? Do you get the chicken? Like, you know, like what size do you get? It's like, okay. It'd be like saying like sandwich is my favorite food. Yankee food is very odd. Actually, hot pot's Chinese. The thing is, so they currently think the 15 pennies get sweet bean. So the thing with America is we don't have the best of any type of food, but we have the second best of fucking everything. You want the second best pizza in the world? America. Okay, I you know, up to a certain point, and in recent years, that is probably not going to be the case, unfortunately. I put cottage cheese in ramen, not gonna lie. Do you have soul food, kind of? Yeah, so it's like basically the idea of because, you know, hot pot is originally Chinese. I also love the other form of, like, you know, Chinese kind of buffet style, which is dim sum. Dim sum fucking slaps. It's so good. I could gain 10,000 pounds going to dim sum. America has the best non-Korean barbecue style barbecue. I suppose that's fair. Because, like, so, like, you know, you've actually kind of hinted at something I think is very important to recognize, which is that Korean barbecue and barbecue are doing two very different things, to the point where it's like, why do they even share the same name? But, you know, because hot pot, for me, like, a big part of the hot pot experience is being able to be like, oh yeah, let me go and, like, mix together my special sauce that, like, because it's like food in the hot pot, let it cook, pull off to the plate to the sides, that way it can cool a little bit, and into, like, a flavored sauce that you make yourself. And I've gotten to the point where I'm perfecting my, like, personal sauce at the local hot pot place. Would you eat kidney bean ice cream? Okay. Yes. Yes, and I actually can point to a specific food that I think could be used as what but I literally used every fucking button. I'm like it's fine. Like I said, first stream back, the scuff is immense. There is a specific there's a specific actually type of thing in it's in, like, Japanese and Korean style cooking. I can't remember what the so I know it is on. It's like a red bean paste, which is basically just like it's so you basically shell beans, and then you boil it, like you put in a bunch of sugar. It's like equal parts bean and sugar, and then you heat it up while mashing the red beans. What about haggis ice cream? That's a no-go for me, because haggis is not intended to be eaten as a food. Haggis is sustenance. It is not food. I'm back with salt and vinegar, chips, and tea. Oh my god, that sounds delicious. I do like a nice salt and vinegar. Why do I feel like, I guess because, like, because he's gonna be his arms are gonna be a little bit more out to the side. Housemate has had a $300 vinegar leak after being moved. What? Okay, hold up. How the fuck do you have a vinegar leak? Like, did they have, like, a big container of vinegar that leaked and then it caused a bunch of damage? I love haggis. It's like black pudding. I can do black pudding. I just can't do it a lot. I need something to pace it out. Like, if black pudding is the only thing going on in a meal, I get overwhelmed very quickly. Someone put it upside down. Oh my god. How do you spend $300 on vinegar? No, I'm assuming what happened was, so it sounds like they had probably like a gallon container of vinegar, and then, like, stored it upside down, and it leaked and caused a bunch of damage that totaled to $300. Not a gallon? What the fuck was the vinegar above then? Like, was the vinegar above, like, the fucking, like, the furnace or something? Welcome on in, Kronos. Good having you sleeping. It was 10-year-old vinegar. Oh, so was it like a cleanup situation where, like, it... Also, like, vinegar doesn't really go bad. Like, vinegar... There we go. There we go. That's more what I'm looking for. I need to move the arms out so there's space for the tum. Has Starky had a food take? I don't think I've had a food take. I've just described food that I like. There we go. It was this guy's premium vinegar leak. Wait, who the fuck? Never mind. Okay, you were right, Canopus. Who the fuck spends $300 on vinegar? What? How? I'm genuinely flabbergasted. That doesn't feel like it should be possible. Okay. What Cause I'm looking at this and I'm like, I realize now I'm just drawing my dream dynamic. Imagine tasting $300 vinegar though. Did they go fucking shop and get like Erewhon or something? Like the like incredibly hyper expensive shopping thing? What's the shopping the because like I watched Papa's videos. Like I watched his videos on YouTube to keep track of what all was happening on stream. And it's like, holy shit, I'm sure $300 vinegar tastes the same as $5 vinegar on fish and chips. It's the because okay, vinegar is literally just acetic acid. It is a chemical. It is a chemical that we've gotten really good at refining. There is no meaningful flavor difference between $300 vinegar and $5 vinegar. It tastes the exact same. There's a restaurant that opened at my work called Witch Dokboki. It's Dokboki Hot Pot. So I have had Dokboki in Hot Pot. Also, if you sniff it, you can get rid of hiccups. I'm very dubious of that because it is hold up. I just realized it actually was tracking my hand properly. I just didn't realize that it would be able to see it because I was anyways. I can kind of see it, but it's also the kind of like I'm dubious of sniffing anything that's a chemical. That's like because, like, I actively enjoyed... Welcome on, Antanas. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. I actively enjoyed my time in high school chemistry because I had a good high school chemistry teacher. But no, I wouldn't go around sniffing any chemicals, even vinegar, because it actually can, like, the fumes that come off of acid can themselves be acidic. Like, or at least they behave like an acid would, which means they can fuck you up real bad. All I see is the designs for the Portal 2 robots. You're not wrong, and I'm mad about that fact. Chat, I'm a hack. I'm a hack artist. I'm a hack artist, and I just remade the Portal 2 robots. I wanted to make birds that were gay, but it's just the Portal 2 robots. I'm kidding. I'm unsure if it's an old wives' tale or not. Never really experimented with this stuff. In theory, it could work. A lot of the stuff that does work to cure hiccups is placebo, though. If you think about it, everything you eat is a chemical. Hey, we're both trying to learn art things, right? I took a big step today. I signed up for an art fight. Heck yeah! I need to. Oh, that's right. I need to actually get ready for art fight. Why not make them into RoboBird, Starky? Because I don't know. Because I want them to be like. Here's the thing. I actually do have a world planned in my head, which is basically furry, a certain magical, a certain scientific railgun, where it's basically a world where people have access to both science and magic, in ways that complement each other. The placebo effect might never matter. I love my chemical and salt tasting chips. That's basically what salt and vinegar is. Yeah, his vinegar came with papers verifying it was authentic. It was that valuable. That's such a ridiculous upcharge. Ooh, magic and science. Yeah, so these two are going to be mages. Naturally fire and ice themed. I zoomed in too much. Ooh, magic tech burb golems. Yep. So Starky would be very much on the science side of things. In fact, would be completely incapable of using magic because he has no biological components anymore. Every Yaoi couple of every Yaoi couple of the Portal 2 robots. I hate that you said that because you're like right. I hate that you're right. I hate that I'm also I am also contributing to the problem. I mean, I wish I could taste $300 vinegar, not gonna lie. I would like, yeah. There is an adorable gay bird's art that I think you like, but it's not TOS friendly, even though I wouldn't call it lewd either. Cause like, okay. I kind of imagine this as being similar for because like I love the dynamic of like I'm gonna kind of try to make it my own. But the base of the dynamic is soft boy. So soft boy, like a very, very like kind, gentle, like very sweet, outgoing, positive, and then like very like shy, kind of like off, like standoffish. Yay, new icons for the redeems? Yeah. No biological components. The flesh is weak. Yep, I am 100% nanomachines. I am goo. That's why. I can turn into things that that aren't like Starky canonically just actually can transform into stuff. Like this piece I made for Dinovember last year. This is Mighty Morph. Should I send it for inspiration? I'd appreciate it actually. But yeah. Actually, because like I wanna like kind of nail down designs because I would love to do like a little comic series with these two. So like that's something I'm hoping if I get good enough at art, I would love to be able to do it. There we go. This stream freeze? Nope. It looks like I dropped a couple of frames, but not like very many. Like Twitch is having some kind of consistency issues. So hypothetically, purely hypothetically, if Starky committed to Vor, would he have organics to do magic with? No, because they would be converted into more nanomachines. In order for Starky to make use of a organic material, it would need to be converted into inorganic material first. Although I guess like that's more from like a you know mechanical, strictly like a mechanical view of organic and inorganic materials, because organic material from like a chemical point of view is just anything that has carbon in it. I'm sorry, I'm being a huge fucking nerd. But that's also not new. Okay. Carbon nanomachines would be able to do magic? No, because it's carbon, so it's basically carbon from a like logical progression of life kind of thing. So you know, it would be like, okay, you know, like, oh, you're like, you know, the carbon atom, like it's not like an atomic level thing. It's like a organic kind of like biomolecular thing. So like Stark would be incapable of it because his nanomachines wouldn't be able to perform the biochemical processes. What's up, Chris?
Good news, bad news. Good news is I committed extremely unethical experiments on
Wait,
my
Chris,
Swariel
no!
clones.
Oh, God.
There is a fucking pissed Swariel Hydra. It's like a fucking chimera of 45 Swariel clones. We need to mobilize the military unit.
Fucking Crisp! Why? Don't sleep! Don't you sleep! Now is not the time! Anyways, lore time. Could Starky synthesize carbons as a proxy for magic? No. I'll grab the maple syrup. There has to be something to be said about like, because there is like in the world there would necessarily need to be something approximating souls at the very least, like to explain why Starky like as a construct isn't completely devoid of his previous personality. Starky's basically the Grey Goose scenario on a smaller scale. Yeah, unironically. Would Starky do some cool experiments? Absolutely. Okay. Head shape. Head shape first. The gray goo that hugs you back, basically. We've heard start like. Here's the thing about the gray goo scenario. It only works if you've created like nanomachines that don't have feelings. About time to do some writing, Starky. Listen, if I get good enough at art where I can make comics like this, because this is not gonna be a comic. I'm gonna have to simplify the designs down, because like I want to start figuring out how to do chibi stuff as well. Yes, one bingo so far. You know what I'm going to guess a number between 1 and 100. Each person gets one guess. We're going Price is Right rules. If we split Starky in two, oh, okay, would that be cloning? If it's exactly 50-50, they will try to return. Basically, you know, they would at some point remerge. There is a like a break-off point where like if you separated a section of Starky, it would just become a Borb given enough time. Starky be Venom Goo, basically. I won't lie, Venom was kind of an inspiration. I do too much world bending and too little actual writing. I'm close to a bingo, but I'm a mod. Okay, so what's a good like? I try to think of like bird species because he's gonna be a phoenix, but I need to base it off of like an actual bird species. I'm like he's gonna be like short-tempered, short falcon. Actually, like that's not necessarily a bad idea. I kind of like the idea of the falcon. Question is, what type of falcon? Flamingo. Flamingos. What if I made this short fat one a flamingo? I got some close bingos. I'll keep it as a bingo. Wait, emu. I definitely want it to have like a traditional bird beak shape. Bird of paradise. Isn't bird of paradise a flower though? Yeah, it's a flower. I can't be mad. And a bird? Bird of paradise. Bird of paradise. Family Paradisidae. Actually, that's not a bad visual reference. Also, where are the Borb drones, Starky? Somewhere. Okay, so this is gonna be because like I actually do really love that plumage style idea. Why not a secretary bird? I only know them as the prettiest birds on the planet. Well, because like I kind of like, okay, hold on. Let me actually go ahead and, because I also forgot that I need to start my time lapse. So here, let me go and erase this line so that way I can get a clean time lapse. Like I want to have that like traditional beak shape, but I definitely like the color and plumage of the bird of paradise. Time lapse, record time lapse, yes. So bird of paradise, and then I kind of want like a peregrine falcon style beak, or like some kind of like falcon beak. Maybe like an eagle. Oh, so you have an MTG question. Does ninjutsu work on the Theros gods? Okay, you're gonna have to be more specific on what you mean there. Are you asking that like if you attack with a Theros god and it is unblocked, then you can ninjutsu? Because yes. If you can, what if the world? Thank you, Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Peacock, then it's Zhu Kuei. Is based on the visually, I believe. Woo, MTG time. I'm never being the nerd allegations because I also definitely could like be an L1 judge of Magic the Gathering if I actually like wanted to take the test. Okay. So, okay, well, here we are. Mecha J's oh god, no. Do not inflict a Mecha J's combo on these people. Starky, would you rather play no lands or only one land type card each? Fun fact. There is a deck in multiple formats right now that's called Upsal Spells that plays no lands. No, can I swap an attacking creature with a Theros god? Like an attacking... Hold up, let me check how ninjutsu works real quick. MTG ninjutsu. Because is it an active build? Also, you can play Upsal Spells in Commander now. How do you cast cards then, Starky? You just play non-land cards that either that tap for mana. MDFC. The modal double-faced land cards did a substantial amount of things to break Upsal Spells. Ninjutsu represents the stealth of a ninja by allowing the creature that attacks and isn't blocked to be exchanged with a ninja in the controlling player's hand, so that the ninja is attacking and unblocked instead of the original creature, which is returned to the owner's hand. So yes, it only works one way. You can't if you're attacking with a creature with ninjutsu and it is unblocked, you can't activate that ability of that creature to return it to your hand, and then put another effect on the battlefield, because that would be broken as fuck. Non-lands that tap for mana cost mana. Oh, Kasai, you poor innocent soul. You have no idea the depths of really fucked up mistakes Wizards have printed over the years. If it's unblocked into the creature, yes. Okay. Is there an effect that like lets you Elvish Spirit Guide, Simian Spirit Guide, the Moxen, Satoru gives all creatures in hand ninjutsu. So then yes. If you are able to give a Therosian god in your hand ninjutsu, because it is a creature in your hand and only loses the creature type when it is on the battlefield and there is insufficient devotion. Yes, I've got 8-ish mana cards to get mana. You absolutely have at least 30 cards. Hold up a moment. Because literally just look up Upsal Spells. What's up, Crisp?
Fun fact, just like every character in the Bad Guys, StarkyMorph has a praise fetish.
I literally do not.
But he has one.
I demonstrably do not. Anyways, okay. So what is a bird? Wait, hold up. What are the Awebo birds? Wait, can I make the Frostbird Awebo board? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I've done it. I found exactly the type of species the Frostbird's gonna be. It's literally just this guy. I have a praise feta. It's just a little fetish. I thought that was a cheese. Oh god, the infection is spreading. I don't know what to say, because you guys are just not gonna believe me. I could literally... There's demonstrably no way for me to say anything. Hold up. What are you doing? Nothing? Nothing. Non-artistic shark... an artistic shark-like spout is a spectacular thing. Is a great type. I think Surreal's trying to hit some big options for people, but not sure it's cursed enough. I think you'll find that you can make a straw doll out of cheese if you try hard enough. But then it would be a cheese doll. God, I love bread. I'm sorry, I'm having a sexual moment.
Where the rats?
I have an idea.
What's
Open
up?
Chat is a good boy. Who's a good boy?
Oh no, you've
Great.
activated
Anyone
chat.
who responded is going into quarantine.
Quarantine. That's a fetish. Yeah. As we established, I'm not a good boy. Sorry, real. Are you gonna? Sorry, real. The bit is dead. You don't have to bring back the bit.
Rats. Where rats?
What's up, Chris?
Where the rats?
Fun fact, did you know in Japan people drink water with placenta in it in an attempt to keep their youth? I am not making this shit up, Google IT.
There's a lot. No, there's a lot of cultures that eat the placenta. Like that is like a very culture dependent thing. Like that's not even that's far from the like most cursed thing I've heard. There are certain cultures that there are certain things that handle it maybe a little bit, because there was definitely like in the Froggy Lock video where she talked about people who do the carnivore only diet. There was definitely an instance of a guy handling it in a really not so pleasant way, where I'm like, that's not great. Wait, excuse me, the fucking throw Pikmin redeem is supposed to be off when I'm 2D? I'm an idiot? Alright, fine. I'm so glad Starky has nothing he can bully me with. Kasai. You're tempting me. You're tempting me. Don't tempt me. The board is not to be tempted with. Is Hopeless Core rant supposed to be on? It's not supposed to be on for art streams, no. From the Animal Crossing New Horizons to international holiday steps, you can order Japanese and Korean people to do some odd holidays and ceremonial stuff in general. I've been listening. Here's the thing. Like, when you're looking at traditions, like classical traditions from different, you know, cultures, they're necessarily gonna seem really fucking weird to you. Because, like, you just, like, okay. Let's talk, if you're, like, let's look at it from, Stark has nothing on me. Shut up, Kasai. You're... Go find you a femdom to make you shut up. Anyways, because if you think about it, it's really fucking... I hate it here. Wait, what the... Why am I... That's not supposed to happen. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. What a big crossbar. I think it's 110 stream streak is sweet beat. Something's broken. Hold up a moment. I gotta. I'm not supposed to. It shut turns burb 3D. Cool. No, that's not how this is supposed to work. That is not at all how that's supposed to work. Hold up. I got it fixed. All right, we're back to flat. Oh god, he's 3D. Yeah, it's fun to learn about them, but still seems pretty interesting. It makes me wonder how they started. Well, okay, a lot of traditions usually start as like cultural preservation techniques. What's up, Crisp?
Listen, this is how you bully Kasai. I'm a kitty, I'm a cat. If you mess with me, you're gonna get scratched. Also, number does not go up. Sorry, Kasai, but number go down.
No, number go down? Hold up. Animal head... Animal heads poser. Number go down. But yeah, no. Where was I at? Because like a lot of cultural things, like fun fact, a lot of like cultural things are a result of like societal pressures. Hey, isn't flat fuck Friday yet? No infinites allowed. Starkey, your silence speaks volumes. I'm sorry, what was the question? I actually got distracted. Actually, sincerely, did you ask me a question? I lost track of what was happening. Eagle. Starkey would, what's up, Chris?
Starkey, what do you call ancient golfers? Forefathers.
Also, I realized, like, this is the first time loop we've had since I've been back. If you're new here, the time loop is a redeem that dunks me in the core of hell. It plays Coconut Ball, but it never starts. There's a 1 in 13 chance we escape. Otherwise, we return to the time loop to continue suffering, as is tradition. Let me see. You know, these are eagles, but thank God that they are eagles, because there's a joke with you going 3D from shutting up. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, we're free. We're free from this time loop. If here was
Rats. Where the rats?
What's up, Chris?
Hey Starkey. Hey Starkey. Hey Starkey. Hey
Yeah.
Starkey. Hey Starkey. Hey Starkey. Hey Starkey. Hey Starkey.
What's up?
Fuck you, this leads to nothing XOXO.
I'm so glad. I feel like my time has been really respected. I'm so glad to be here streaming for all of you. Oh God. Okay. I now have an image of the beak of the angle I want. There we go. When did the StarkyMorph points thing become a weird stack of cards in a blue void? Welcome on to Bumblebees. Good night, sweeping. Literally, like, I set that up yesterday. Everywhere has its odd traditions. One of the most famous ones in my country involves people chasing cheese down a hill. I actually know about that one. Isn't that one's Scottish? I'm saying something somewhat confidently about a country that might be part of what is I no matter what I say, like if I don't get it 100% correct, I look like a fucking idiot. So like, you know what? I accept that if I look like an idiot, I look like an idiot. English, it's it's English names. Why are you like this? Gloucestershire? I'm assuming that's the pronunciation. What's up, Chris?
Starky, sir, why is my dragon boyfriend who is currently droned as a bulb drone covered into much slime?
Terrific question. Have you considered asking him? Gloucestershire. Okay. I was close. It's like I hate my brain because my brain has come up with this sentence. It's like worst cest your sistershire. That's the sentence you all have to deal with because I have to deal with it. It's like Fire Emblem. In what sense? I'm scared. What did I hear? Now say Worcestershire. It's Worcestershire sauce, right? My initial reaction is Worcestershire, but I'm pretty sure it's Worcestershire. And of course, I've already given you the most
incorrect possible. Okay, welcome. You know what? Fine. We're gonna talk about all of the English places like Worcestershire, Gloucestershire. We got Worcestershire sauce. With that added context, you're a turkey place. Well, what are other British places, English places? We got fucking Glasgow. Is that Scottish?
I can't remember. Is Glasgow? Glasgow is. I think that's in England proper. I can't remember. I fucking like literally. Borders. I think borders are the concept I disrespect the most. Beaver is pronounced beaver. Slow is shit I've heard. Is it slow or sloth? This is a fucking like this is a fucking Ornstein and Smo style situation going on here. It's neither. It's okay. So how the fuck am I supposed to pronounce slow? Slew? Is it fucking is this Schlanfar Schlanfar Twish Go? What's up? What's up, Chris?
Slough is a shithole city in Britain. Will I get it right?
Is it pronounced Slough? Did he kill it? They did. Listen, because I've started learning French, and I know, don't run away yet, because I know I said the French word, but because like I genuinely did not understand what they were saying the first time that I heard Starky butchering Dutch. Yes, I butcher every fucking language that isn't English, and I butcher English on purpose. Solamente otro idioma que puedo hablar es español. Y tengo un acento muy gringo en español. Pienso que creo hablarlo así así, pero no estoy muy confiado con la pronunciación de las palabras. Palabras. Won the bingo and didn't want the games. This one picked at random. Starky, where's your Australian? No, we don't talk about Australian here. What is happening here? This is a fucked up shape. Well, come on and guess I know a guy. Good idea, Sweet Bean. The secret until you redeem. Oh, God. I will say one thing. So I've been watching a lot of Kaguya-sama. Starky, I'm scared. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I do love. Look at this fucking a webbo bird ass bird. Owable. Someone offered to take one of my recipes, Starkey. What are your recipes for what? Aussie Starkey sounds like a Prowler transformation story. I can't fucking land an Aussie accent. I can't do it. It just ends up being fucking wrong British. But me, Goob, just finished getting my bachelor soon. Nice. Okay. Faces are the biggest pain in the ass. I was drawing on the wrong layer. There we go. Now we're on the right layer. Oh, think of the save. I've not saved this entire time. Oh god, Stargate! I get to make a poor soul cook anything I desire. Yeah, that's a wrong layer moment for sure. Let me see. Oh god, all my fucking recent suggestions. Hold up, I need to relocate where my art. Are you even an artist if you don't draw on the wrong layer? Honestly, you're not a digital artist at the very least. If you're a traditional artist and you draw on the wrong layer, how the fuck did you do that? We drawn that bird up. Well, come on in, Dazzy. What have you, Sweet Bean? I'm working on some OCs that I might turn into a comic. And right now I'm working on their more complicated designs. I need to figure out how to draw them chibi. Let me see. Art. Art is here. Art shiz. This is 2025, and we are in April still. Also, gonna show up for Dazarus. Nice and high. Yeah. So this is currently we have this is the dynamic, which someone pointed out was the fucking it's the two robots from what's it called? Portal 2, and now I hate it. But why? Well, because you're a friend of the channel. You're a sweet bean. You're a pleasure to have around, and people need to know about you. So get shouted out, nerd. Starkey, would you ever give me power to make you cook one thing I want? I mean, here's the thing. I don't actually. I quite enjoy cooking things for people. Listen. I'm always because like I always appreciate people who come by to hang out. Y'all, y'all are pleasures to have around. Am I in the right layer? There we go. Yes, like you eat food I decide after following my recipe. I'm worried. I'm worried that like I might be making this like too small. I guess I could like always decrease brush size.
Wretch.
What's up, Chris?
The wretch.
Alright everyone congratulated Cronus1 for winning the mystery game, the absolute peak that is the Lord of the Rings Golem. I hope they have fun with every minute of peak gameplay.
Congratulations. Sorry, you just went silent after that. I'm sorry, I got distracted doing I got the fucking art grind, man. What do you You are correct. I did get distracted though. You are correct about that. Brain is braining, but it's not. Congratulations, Kronos, on winning Lord of the Rings Golem. But yeah. I'm trying to think of like, because like I actually do genuinely enjoy cooking for people. I made a cheesecake that was entirely too big. It's a mistake level, like too much cheesecake. I thought your silence was a loud no. Trust in my food. Oh. Welcome on, chat. Glad to have you, sweet. I forgot that I get fucking forced back into. Mods, please leave a message in the Discord to remind me to fix this, because this is a problem. I hate it here. All right. There we go. It's not supposed to do that. I don't know why it's doing that. Hey, Starky, welcome on in, chat. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I'm currently in the process of drawing birds.
Spin!
They're boyfriends. They're Borb friends. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Okay, goddamn it, selection. Welcome on, though. Can we shout out for Chow also? Chowik and Super Sweet Bean. How you doing, you sweet bean? Glad to have you. Glad to have you stop by. I think I'm realizing what's happening. Wait a fucking... Hey, chat, I fucking... I forgot how this line thing is supposed to work again, because this is where the eyes are supposed to be. I can't keep getting away with that. Get shouted out, nerd. I already did, but... Well, listen, I'm sorry I missed it earlier.
Wretch.
It's a crisp.
We're the wretch.
Fun fact, if you were to hit StarkyMorph with a baseball bat, he would likely have a few bones broken, call you several curse words while making noises indicating pain, and you'll go to jail for up to a year in prison, so don't do it. Instead be nice to the nerd bird with the praise kink.
Listen. I don't have a praise kink, but I would rather be given a compliment than hit with a baseball bat. Don't apologize, Turkey. I'm just parallel dimensions ahead of you. There we go. How to refund the game? Questions. Also, how to refund someone's life. Now that's a terrific question. I'd love to, but I can't due to strange circumstances. How's the Angel Hair series, by the way? But also, I'm like, how's this looking? I mean, it looks fine so far. I think I might need to bulk the eye up a little bit. Something more like that. Yeah, that looks a little bit better to me. I feel like art is just a lot of like, and maybe it's just because like I'm very much still like in the early phases of learning. I say having done this for a little bit over like a year, because like art is the perpetual journey. They could have accepted the game, but out of kindness of their heart, they let you have it. I swear to God. Here's the thing, I actually wouldn't mind playing like a shitty game like... Actually, hold up. Was it better before? Did I actually like... It's close. Why is it giving villager a look? That's like that... But Starky, I can't run it on my laptop. That's fair. Why am I so tired I don't want to miss board? I think they got the kill subscription for 26 months! Enjoy the afternoon emails for Sweet Bean!
Hi Starky and friends, happy Twitch
I like tired enough to
anniversary.
sleep. Casa, go get some rest, okay, Sweet Bean? A blessing in disguise, I mean, oh, what a shame. I can't run most games on my laptop, can't run cause lag. Fair enough. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with I'm gonna have to deal with it. Eyes. To be fair, it's been a hot minute since I've struggled with a face, so like the fact that it like somewhere like that. The one no vote is from Kasai. Kasai is sleepy. Should we gaslight them into getting some rest? Yes. Yeah, like seriously, Kasai, if you do need to go get some sleep, go take care of yourself, okay? Okay. All right. Sometimes I believe the streamer, sometimes not the streamer. Listen, that is what neurodivergent friendship is just bullying each other to take care of yourselves. All right, liquefy tool, save me. I'm gonna go make. I'm gonna go shake you up, Yuppa. Go eep, you goblin. I need to refresh my eyes because I'm just like staring at this. I only eat when I have a furry ASMR.
Where the rats?
StarkyMorph, I have a suggestion. Can we
What's
play
up?
some lullaby music so Starky gets even more tired so they sleep? Actually, I can sing Close Your Eyes, Shut Your Mouth, Dream a Dream, and Get Us Out. Dream,
I swear to fucking God.
Dream, dream, dream.
Not the fucking, not the
Hey,
dream
fast
song.
asleep, dream a dream, you little bleep. Dream, 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 dream.
Not the fucking, not the dream song from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
What does this button do? Please, please, do not push the button. You have no idea of what it...
Tiger milk. Put it on your cereal.
Okay, that looks good to me. Do I need to... What is that supposed to say? Do I need to furry rap at you, Yupa? What is furry? What, like fucking like all those single furries? Oh, so that is 8 yes votes. Kasai, go the fuck to sleep. All right, I'm somewhat confident at the face. Oh god, my sketching skills have gotten so slow. What is this? Is kind of a banger, low-key. Sacramentum, unaccompanied hymn from Torino. This is just like such a pleasant, kind of calming song. Would you want my dream dimension to collide with reality? No. What song? Don't fucking gaslight me, please. Please tell me. Okay, cool. The song request has been on this entire time.
Rats. We're rats. We're the rats.
The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You are cozy and warm in your bed, Kasai. Please go the fuck to sleep. The windows are dark in the town.
Here we go. Here's the song.
The
What one is there,
whales
Christ?
huddle
It's
down
good to
in
have
the
you, Sweet Bean.
I'll read you one very last book.
Can we
if
shut up
you
from
swear
Zarok?
Go the fuck to sleep.
Pet.
The eagles who soar through
I
the
need to
sky
add a
are
pet
at rest, and the creatures who crawl, run and creep. I know
Also, we're
you're not thirsty. That's bullshit. Stop lying. Lie the fuck down, Kasai, and sleep.
Also, we're about to run our second set of 3-minute ads. We run those every hour to turn off pre-rolls so people can join the stream without immediately having to deal with advertisements. So feel free to, like, go grab a snack or take care of yourself. Welcome on in, Zara. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. I am very happy to be back. For sure. This song is really good old Amelie song. Like, damn, it's so... It's just, like, very pleasant. I'm kind of, like, all about it. I have such a thing for just vocal a cappella hymns. Reminder to press Crow to Crow. Hold up, you fucking reminded me of a thing I need to do. You reminded me of a thing I need to do. I need to pass Goldie a thing. Thank you, Bumble. Because that's probably going to be my command over on Goldie's stream. Welcome, it's NPC, how dare you? Hold up a moment, I gotta pause while we deal with the time loop. For those who are new here, the time loop is a redeem that dunks me with a core of hell. It plays token them all, but never starts. And each time through the loop, there's a 1 in 13 chance we escape. If we don't, we go into loop again. I hate myself for what I did. Watch you break the record. Watch you break the record, because the record is 15 minutes. Okay, cool, you didn't break the record. I don't know if you guys can hear if you guys can notice the volume difference with the last loop. Thank God. It would have been so fucking funny if you're like, I hate that I've done this. but then you broke the record. It would have been incredibly funny. I need to remember, I'm on the fucking sketch layer. I'm allowed to just sketch out the thing. This is actually my fucking greatest weakness when it comes to sketching. Is just trying to get the perfect line every single time. I need a fucking I need like a thing that just lets you yell at me when I'm just like getting too precious with my lines to the sketch layer. Welcome on in, Zithiel. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we shout out for Zithiel, fellow burb? Oh, thank you for the hydrate.
Okay, Kasai has not sent a message for like 3 minutes. He might have went to sleep. This is a reminder for all of you, sleep is important. More important than watching a stream. Make sure to get the sleep that you need to stay healthy.
Rest is important for sure. I will say these eyebrows are a big pain in the ass, and they were also inspired by the plushies I got. Starky, I hate to break it to you, but it's a sketch. It's supposed to be messy. I know that. That's my fucking problem, is I keep trying to, like... Here's the thing, this is a Nanomachine Crow, has a praise kink and a I don't have a praise kink, I very much have a fucking perfectionist streak, and it is extremely bad. It's so fucking frustrating. Hold up, what if I do something like this? So I can just draw the brows as lines. You can make it thicker later. I suppose that's fair. Something like that. The parasites are telling me to time loop again, but why? I don't want to eat candy. The parasites in me want the candy. I don't want to drink liquor. I don't like liquor, but the parasites want the liquor. I fucking love that video. That audio is so goddamn good. So this is almost Heihachi-esque. The parasites. You know what? I kind of like the fact that it's Heihachi-esque. I never saw it. It's just this lady talking about, like, how she doesn't want to do the, like, unhealthy stuff that's in her life, but then, like, the parasites. And it's like, to be honest with you, it's something I sympathize with substantially. Also, I think I can afford to make his eyebrows thicker. Oh my god, I love klezmer. Like, I love this style of music. I know in Hebrew tradition it's usually referred to as a klezmer, but it's also like somewhat frequent in like traditional Russian or Eastern European music, where it just like it just takes this, it's like this bouncy rhythm I love so fucking much. I'm gonna get out of here. Stay safe for sure. Thanks for stopping by, Bumblebees, you sweet bean. I'm like actually such there's certain things in like music that like I love a lot, and definitely like this style of like rhythm where it's just like very bouncy. The oompa rhythm, like but like, you know, very, very active. I love so much. Honestly, if a certain streamer I watch had a parasite, I feel bad for the poor tapeworm. It's just fucking like what, like tapeworm, chat. I got tapeworm. At what point? I feel like the biggest punishment we could give any species is the ability to understand. You know, it's just like the dog has misbehaved. Let us give it the ability to understand the economy. Just like... and taxes. Okay, it's made penitence. It can now forget the concept of the economy and taxes. No, I can't wait to have become Borb. I've been tempted. I have to wait to become Borb. And die from the streamer overeating. Ignorance was thine bliss. It's just like, okay, I'm sorry to say this, you have a tapeworm, but here's the thing. We're gonna give the tapeworm the ability to understand the shit that you say. You are a full-time Twitch streamer. Give it like 3 minutes of you streaming, and it'll be begging for death. Ignorance was thine bliss. Exactly. I need to, because so hold up, because this follows the eye, and then oh my goodness, what do you remember, Mr. Would a tape work line by? Oh my God, do you remember? God, I've not thought about Mr. Meaty in a fucking hot minute. You've awoken ancient demons with that with saying that sentence in chat. That show was just fucking weird. I don't know how else to describe it, man. Like, that show was just bizarre. For sure. Okay. Okay, so now time to flip the canvas.
Rats, where rats, where the rats.
It's not perfect, but it is
Context.
relatively
The
good.
streamer expressed that they want to eat a lot without gaining a pound and said that they would get a tapeworm to do it, in a hypothetical sense, but also keeping it as a pet. Chat said that the tapeworm would die from diabetes. It was years ago when that conversation happened.
Okay, what? That is some like fucking 1940, because there were like it's like the fucking the era of like the 1940s where like tapeworms were genuinely sold as a fucking like a weight loss supplement, which is wild to think about. A lot of Nick shows were bizarre. Oh, for sure. Hold up. What about this? Check DM streamer. I'm checking DMs, not streamer. Mr. Oh God. Is this actually like, can I watch this on Twitch? Like when leeches were used for bloodletting? I actually like, I don't know if I can watch this on Twitch. Like I'm looking at this and I'm like, this it reminds me of what the show was, and I'm like, boy, this show was deeply uncomfortable. Don't get caged again? Yeah. I think it would probably be fine, but I'm also just like, nah. It is not the vibe of the evening, shall we say. Because the vibe of the evening for me right now is like... Okay, so these are actually like similarly shaped. I just have to like adjust the angle a little bit. The fact that it aired on Nick. Oh, for sure. Leeches are still used in certain medical applications, like removing stagnant blood. Oh, for sure. No, like there are genuinely, like I know what you mean, haha, like, oh, you know, they're like they use leeches. There are genuinely actually useful applications for leeches, medically speaking. But they were all the concept of bloodletting was like largely just a pseudoscience. Hence why like it killed a bunch of people before they're like, wait a fuck it, maybe we shouldn't make the person who's deeply sick bleed. Maybe that's just putting more stress on the body. Because I really love this. I love this style of plumage. I need to zoom out more. Is this just 5 minutes of rain? Chat, does this count as a song? This is requested by Erratic. Cleaning maggots can be used to remove dead tissue. Yeah, no. Unironically, like, maggots are really, really good for cleaning out dead tissue to make sure that, like, when the wound heals, it heals back very clean. All right, the $1,000 tiny camera lens I bought against my better judgment came in today. Nice! I like it. Wait, Costa, aren't you supposed to be going to fuck to sleep? Coffee, perfect for coffee? I suppose that's fair. We can let it go for now. I'm out of class. Welcome back, Cynic. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Sorry, the class seemed to be quite a bit of a drag, but... No, that was Soyreal. Casa, you're not getting out of it this time. You're not going to be able to pin this one on Soyreal. Soyreal was the EP one. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately for you, this is the first time I've actually noticed who it was. I could try a new blend I got, creme brulee. I wish I had access to good coffee. I definitely stocked up on coffee recently, given recent events. But it's pre-ground stuff, and like that's awful for making what's it called? Cold brew. Here's a weird thing about birds. Because, like, I want to give them, like, a defined jaw... I want to give them a defined jawline, right? But, like, he's birds, so, like, you don't really got a jawline. By the way, I'm not disclosing that for ASMR I watch. Welcome on an 8th Wolf. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Give me a shout out for Aether. You make the beak jawline? I suppose, fair enough. I discovered that the weirder the ASMR, the more furry my YouTube recs get. Is this too much jaw? Do I even nah, we're not giving a fucking jawline. He is a bird. Birds do not do jaws. I'm a connoisseur for instant coffee, so I don't know any good coffee. That's fair. To be fair, like, you can make a good coffee out of instant coffee. It's just like knowing how to use the instant coffee you have on hand, and like knowing which brands are like actually care about quality. The jaw would be the lower beak, so it'd be like, well, that just doesn't look great at all. God Almighty. That is awful. No, I'm not bothering with the jaw. Starky, I think you need to consult a bar artist. Hold up. How the fuck did DA draw me? You make it a very compelling point. I have visual reference. Wouldn't the jaw be part of the beak? It would. So I guess I would need to make the beak. Hold up. There we go. There's, and then dead anthro. Okay, so basically it's more like an upside down U that curves upwards. That's actually, hold up. That's not necessarily that bad. How much longer on stream? We're gonna go for like another hour. You make a compelling point that I should probably keep an eye on queue length. Okay, so 2, 7, this is gonna be 11, 14, although I might be skipping Good Manners Song for Children, Do Your Best. Oh god, wait, hold up, I know that one. 19, 22, Jesus Christ, y'all got some long songs. That's 30, 34. Okay, we got some time left. Even though I can't pull up the photo I sent you for people watching the stream because Nikki, I feel like it was a good reference for this scenario. Well, here's the thing. Like, the bird beak actually... Hold up. Let's cook. Let's cook a little bit. I guess also, like, one thing I could do is, like, I could just bring it, like basically extend it down. So like that. Okay, that looks a little ridiculous. Let's cock. Yeah, Oceano? No, because, like, this is, like, front angled. But cheesecake looks so good. Starkey, thank you. A doodle do. I just, like, because... But no, like, I definitely know, like, I made some mistakes with it, but I do think it turned out, like, relatively well. Deep sleep music 5-minute. Oh my fucking god. Erratic, what are you trying to do to poor Kasai? I don't necessarily hate that effect. What about me? People are putting the songs in the queue to try and make you fall asleep. I think the stretch. I will say of all of the like little doodles I did for the for the redeems, I do think the stretch is the one I'm the happiest with, because it's just like that one came together really quickly, and then it was just like it's just goofy Borb. He stick wing out real far. How's the thing with the hydrate? What's up, Chris?
The wind whispers soft through the grass, hun. The field mice, they make not a peep. It's been 38 minutes already. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Go to sleep.
These songs made me totally awake. Honestly,
Foggy has made his
isolophilia
last week.
songs are so
Hell
nice.
no, you can't go to the
I'm
bathroom.
100%
You know
energized.
where you can go? The
Oh,
fuck
Paco, welcome on in! Welcome on in, Raiders! Are you just in time for Chris? We can. Hold up a moment. I recognize that art style. Welcome on in, though, Raiders. Good to have you. For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, Big KS Crow Internet. Right, stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Are you by chance the same person that are you I forgive me if I Taco Rat on Blue Sky? Because if so, I absolutely adore your work. And also, like, you literally did the like. I didn't get it initially for to be used as a banner, but I do use your art as the banner image for my stream. No, Taco Rat, someone else. Okay. I was like, I want to make sure that I'm getting it right. Okay. Something about me is deeply broken. Thanks, Kasai. Welcome on in, though. Glad to have you. We do love rats here. He's still a pretty good rat. Heck yeah. We love rats here. We got this little boy. He's Crisp. He's my TTS bot. I'm smart from them. I'm just a fellow Thunderfang member. Heck yeah. Glad to have you, everyone. Yeah, I joined on the most recent wave of Thunderfang, so I'm excited to reach out and make make contact with a lot of people. I'm currently in the process of getting because I started learning art last year. And I got 2 bird plushies when I visited a friend in Michigan. And so I was like, they are boyfriends. Because I got a Phoenix themed one, and then there was one that was just a bird in like a winter coat. So I'm going to turn them into gay boyfriends, and I'm going to do comics with them. Welcome on in, though. What's up, Chris?
Daddy Starky, I have some good news. You remember my dragon boyfriend who made a business selling the purest and special cheese possible? I am finally
the special
able
cheese
to
that's
move
just
into
crack
a
cocaine?
place with him.
I do not move into a place where you're. We've been over this. The special cheese that your boyfriend makes it's just straight, like, it's just straight up drugs. I would not trust. It's fine. It's probably Chris is gonna get vored by a dragon, I think. Well, check it off. Check it off the bingo card. Someone talked about vor. I really need to just add vor as a tag at this point, don't I? It is like, I think, one of the most consistent stream memes at this point. But yeah, no. Also, I did not realize because I got flabbergasted because I was away from stream for a week. How was Tales of Iron Whiskers Tales of Iron 2 Whiskers of Winter? I don't think I've ever heard of that. It does sound very mouse/rat themed. But also, like, if you got to do like your post stream care, I completely get it. I definitely know, like, when I'm done with stream, I'm like, I will perish now. Farewell. And then I just kind of like fade into the ether. It's been fun. It's a Hollow Knight like, but with rats. Ooh, I might have to give it a check out then, because Hollow Knight is like my all-time favorite game. I'm not into vor, but yeah, Kasai. Yeah, you sure you wanna start the sentence like that? I'm probably gonna mod a stream with a vor tag, ain't I? The way with how things have been going. Also, I do need to keep an eye on the queue because I usually go until 10 o'clock. All right, so this is going to be 7, 12, 15, 22, 26, 28, 32. Okay, we got enough. Let me see. 17 plus 32 is 49, which means we got enough room for like 3 or 4 more songs. Also, like, I think it's like kind of beneficial for me to have like one song in the queue to save for the start of next stream, so that way, like, I don't have to like dip into my own personal playlist. Because like it actually is very handy to be able to just be like, oh hey, let's start the next stream, and then immediately start up the playlist, and not have to be like, oh, I'm gonna use my own personal playlist. But yeah. Okay. Hold up. Welcome on in, Ansu. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Hey, Starky, how's the boar bart going? Welcome on in. Can we get a shout out for Ansu? It's going all right. I'm currently in the process of... It's the sketch phase. It's slow going because I need to be better about like actually speeding up my sketching process. But admittedly, I am liking how this is turning out so far. I love the sketch phase. I actually kind of prefer every other phase. Sketch phase is lines make me want to weep. To be fair, I think part of why I don't like the sketch phase is because like I have a tendency to treat it like the lining phase, which I know is not great. Like that is definitely a problem of my own creation for sure. All right. Okay, there you go. Oh, this sketch is the easiest part. The line part's okay. The full render is the hard part. Well, because like I assume like lots of lines and we're fine from there. Yeah, I think it's because like I think it's because I make my sketch phase such a pain in the ass that my lining phases end up going a lot easier. But like that does ultimately like it still makes my life hard, just like in a different way. Well, you know, it's like sculpting a 2D sculpture. Yeah. It is kind of weird whenever I hear it, but like, oh yeah, sketching is like it's the most fun part of the art, and I'm just like, hold up, let me open the thing I finished. the thing I finished most recently. The fucking sketch layer on this bitch actually made me split off a personality. Where is it? Where is it? Because the sketch layer, the sketch phase on this took 6 hours because of the pose I chose. This was a mistake. He's back. Welcome on in, DA. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Great shout for DA. I've returned. I recognize this guy. Yeah, this is Behemoth from Tokyo After School Summoners. He is my comfort character. My goal is to try to draw him every year so that way I can track my progress as an artist. Do you know how many shadows I had to do last week? I'm sorry. I can't promise it won't happen again, but I'm definitely gonna try to make sure it never happens again. You can just cheat with the free 3D model the program comes with. Wait, what? Wait, does this come with? Hold up, I just realized I literally bought a fucking modeling. I literally bought one of those fucking pose action figures so that way I could do better at my art, and then I fucking completely forgot about it. Oh yeah, no, welcome on in, Tia. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I'm in the process of drawing birds. To be fair, that's a mood. I'm in the process of, because I got, hold up. Let me see if I can actually find my Blue Sky post. Let me see. Where is it? It was a while ago. So let me actually go ahead and go to like profile and then media. Cause yes, here it is. The fucking look at these bird ass birds. So I went to a Squishables store in Michigan, and I got 2 birds and their boyfriends, and I'm going to draw them as beefy Bara guys and make a comic about their cute adventures. Starky, did you not explore the program? Here's the thing. If I explored the program, like, there's a reason that I can't, like, I'm fucking scared. Like, I got scared away from what's the program called? Blender, because I opened Blender and the Blender immediately throws every fucking tool at you. And I was like, Brilliant, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Flapjack. Let have you, sweet bean. I immediately was like, fuck. All right, cool, bye. And then I never touched Blender again. Because like I get super duper overwhelmed if I'm presented every tool immediately. So like I basically just like keep using the set of tools until someone's like, hey, you could do this in an easier way. Which is like I have learned how to do certain things like that. Like I figured out how to add a paper texture, so that way like, you know, my art doesn't necessarily look as flat. Hold up, I just realized this should actually be way... There we go. There we go. That's some real badonkers. Goddamn.
Rats. Where the rats?
What's up, Crisp?
Weekly or monthly machine gun test activity.
Not the E gun. There we go. That's more like it. It's you gotta control the size of the boobah. You don't want to go in too excessive. I'd say this, but also a lot of this is getting covered by the hand. But no, so like for it took me forever to realize, like I actually can't see it because it's behind the chat, but like there's like a materials function. Also, I recognize this song. I don't think I've heard of this song. Angela Kings? It's a banger. I heard the E's and almost thought someone didn't. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh. All right. How does that look? Time to do the fucking the bane of your artist. Flip the canvas. It looks mostly fine. I think I need to I need to like probably like curve this out a little bit more. And then that should be fine. It was so pretty. There we go.
Rats. Where rats?
I realized that.
Where
Hold up,
the
what's up, Crisp?
rats?
Time to make the machine gun to rapid for faster.
Raichu! Welcome on in, Raiders! Raichu Raider, welcome on in! For those that don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, Big Geek Chaos, creating internet. I stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 PST. Mostly I play indie games, however, every Tuesday and Friday I've been learning how to do art since the start of last year, but welcome on in! Welcome on in, thank you Quentin, and thank you Rift Me 2 and Riyasha for the follows. Welcome to Live Check, let have you, Sweet Bean. Give me a shout out for the Raichu. What were you up to? Oh, Marvel's on stream. How'd that go? Welcome on in though. Surprise, I'm here too, Squeaky Fin. Welcome on in though. I'm in the process of drawing some birds. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing all right. I try to get back into the stream, like the welcome new. Yeah, I was super excited. I won't lie, I was kind of flabbergasted to be added to Thunderfang, but I'm really, really honored, and I'm excited to just like do a lot of like hanging out, and I want to do a ton of collabs with other Thunderfang members. So I'm really, really excited to finally be back to streaming. I had to take a week off, so I'm a little bit in like, your art looks so cool. Thank you. I'm trying to get back into my stream flow before I get into the before I get back into like doing collabs. But I definitely want to start doing more stuff on like the collab channel. I have to find some collabs to go into as well, for sure. Squeaky, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Live Check. Let have you, Sweet Bean. Bird up, bird up. I should just add. I need to add that as a sound effect. But yeah, no. I started learning art last year. Hold up. Actually, I have the most recent thing I completed. So I started learning art last year, and this is kind of like what I've been able to make. Every year I've been wanting to draw behemoths. Starky, look, the rubber orcas here. Yes, I am also a big fan of rubber goo and TF. Did you make your PNG tuber? No, this PNG tuber was made by stuff by Liam. Damn, that looks good. Yeah, thank you. I won't lie, this pose was a nightmare. But it was like a really good thing for me to feel like I'm actually making a lot of progress as an artist. And I'm currently in the process of I got, while taking a trip, I got some birds, some bird plushies, and I was like, well, I picked the phoenix, and I'm like, well, he has to have a friend, so I got the ice bird, and I'm like, well, okay, now they have to be boyfriends. Don't look at my fur affinity. Oh, don't worry, Squeaky. I already have, and honestly, there's significant overlap in our interests. I usually go by shape structure when I draw poses. I I need to get better about like actually figuring out amazing bird plushies. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, they're so cute. But yeah, I need to get better about like actually figuring out like kind of what I'm doing with a style of things. I like to spin. Yeah, the spin is actually so I'm not offering like, because I'm still in the process of learning art, and I want to get faster and more consistent with my art before I ever offer commissions, which would be like the dream in like maybe a year or a year and a half. Um, but until then, I actually do have like a little YCH offering for people who are regulars in the channel. Um, because you can get a borb just like this. Hold up a moment, actually. Let me see. I unfortunately don't have it open immediately. I've been making little borbs of various people in the community, and I need to start doing it for like, uh people like, in the stream team, as well as like friends of the stream. Because I draw little borbs. So this is Aether, who is a regular on the stream, and he has been turned into what I call a bun. He's just been orbified. And I think they're adorable. Orca jockey. Chicken. So I have not seen the Minecraft movie at all. So I'm like, why is the chicken jockey thing funny? I don't understand. Someone explain. Do not. Yeah, no. So we will not start a new orca brain rot. I refuse. I need to come. Actually, now that I think about it, SqueakyMorph, because so as with all Thunderfang members, I'm a big fan of transformations. And I have a thing where like if I can turn a TF into a pun, then it's canonical, because Starky is made of goo. So I need to actually add a TF command as well. Oh. So hold up a moment. Where was it? Because hold up. I got an achievement? Hello? For fuck's sake. God damn it. Anyways, so I did something for Die November. Let me see, where was it? There we go, November. This was my offering for Die November. Hold up, why is it so big now? Good lord. But yeah, this is Mighty Morph. I do need to add a TF command though. That's actually on the list of things to do now that I'm officially TF streamer. So Mighty Morph, Dino Starky, and then there's like Starky has no arms in 2D. I have the implication of arms. They are implied. And then what was let me see. It was in August? Oh. I forgot I did Starky Bork. This is Wolf Starky. This is from August, so this is about like 6 months into my art journey. Oh lord. I had so much to learn. I want to draw Starky as the thing he hates the most, equines, just to fuck with him. Listen, horses are not to... I'm sorry if you have a horse, Soda, but horses are not to be trusted. They are entirely too strong for their inconsistent behavior. I also say that because I was almost killed by a horse when I was a kid. Mra get the streamer. Pokemon Otterly. I there's just like so much. Hold up. I'm trying to, because like I have an idea of anatomy. Anatomy is like the biggest pain. Hold up, I just realized something. I think I realized the neck is like way too short. All right. There we go. Before I forget. All right. Oh my god, not the Borblix. Like do not lick the Borbs. I do not know where the Borbs have been, and I am not liable for any TF that happens if you do lick the Borbs. Oh shit me, I just realized I need to actually draw him with clothes. Fuck. Oh god. I keep fucking forgetting clothes. But if I want a TF, then you could just ask for the TF juice. We got that on... It is the fucking... Okay, this is 100% the kind of guy, like... Because I need to figure out names, but he 100% wears a leather jacket. This is 100% the kind of guy who wears, like, a leather jacket and, like, a tank top. I have some Kasai lore. Then hit us with it. I do find like lore stuff about characters to be fascinating. Because like I was actually discussing my Sona's lore earlier and how I'm just like goo. Okay. Cool, subvert expectation by having the ice borb wear the leather in the tank top. I could do that. What if I made them like super clean cut? Because like so most of the subversion, like the visual, I think most of the subversion is going to come with the character like behaviors. It's a bird Pokemon and Growly. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Also, can we shout out for Squeaky Orca and Growly? Two heckin' super sweet beans. I've lurked in some of your streams, Squeaky. Unfortunately, you stream very late at night for me, so I can't super interact as much as I would love to. What clothes do I want to give them? Because this is definitely someone who trains a lot for like. Because like so this guy is definitely getting like, this guy's definitely getting winter wear. I bully the orca by microwaving him and getting vored by mini orca. Wait, how are you getting vored by a mini orca? Is this one of those? I didn't necessarily think that it exists. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that it exists, but there's definitely instances of like, I think the term for it is hypervore, and I'm like, how in the world? Mini orca works in mysterious ways. We need Mini Orca versus Crisp. Listen, Crisp is just a gentle rat and definitely hasn't been cloned like 300 times because you people keep showing him fucking movies about robots and it makes him realize he's a TTS bot. I'm EP, then Kasai, go the fuck to sleep. We've been over this. You could just go to sleep. Also, I need to keep an eye on how long the queue length is. 3, let me see, so that's gonna be about 8, 10, 14, 20, 27. Okay, I'm gonna close out the queue here because it'll take us to the end of stream. Okay, Starkey, I read a webcomic called Hypervore. I forgot I said those words. There's something magical about streaming that it makes you forget like 50% of the shit that you say. There we go. It was not about Vor, thankfully. Unfortunate. It probably would have gotten more readership if it was about Vor. Okay. I didn't even notice the title until I was done reading and I realized I needed to be more aware. How the fuck do you read a book and not read its title? Is this a Philippines eagle and a greater bird of paradise? So I'm taking inspiration from different birds. Also, welcome on a Ruffles. Gonna have you a sweet bean. Yeah, so the fire one's gonna be a phoenix, and I'm taking a variety of inspiration. The plumage from the bird of paradise, the beak is a peregrine falcon, and then I had to use this as a reference because I couldn't figure out how to draw this beak from this angle. I found it on E926. Is that the safe for work version of E621? The safe work version of the other? Yes. Starky, can we have a community art stream someday? I might make it a thing. We'll see. It's gonna. I want to do more community streams. The big thing is community streams often end up taking a ton. Like they're a big work commitment. Unfortunately, I remember the bird of paradise from somewhere. I asked because it's literally half of my Sona. My burb Sona is a combination of greater paradise, Philippines eagle, crane, and pheasant. Dang, multi-burb. I respect the burb knowledge. Okay.
Rats. We're rats.
What's up, Crisp?
We're the rats.
I bolt the bird.
No, don't bolt the bird. Actually, to be fair, nowadays it's wild because like nowadays bolting the bird, I feel like isn't even a thing that exists anymore. Magic the Gathering has been power crept to hell and back. Okay, so I feel like he's like a tank top and cargo shorts kind of guy. Birds are weak to lightning. It's funny because, like, based on the actual physics of it, birds would, like, flying type Pokemon would actually be, like, immune to lightning and ground would be weak. But I wouldn't give it to hear Whispers perform at TFF. Ornithopter of Paradise still exists somehow. Well, it's because it's, like, isn't Ornithopter of Paradise, like, 2 mana? True. All right. Starky, read the Kasai lore. I like the idea of my son getting shapeshifting powers when he puts on his skeleton mask thingy. Ooh, that could be fun. I'm sorry, the art zone is happening.
Didn't see my struggle in #Chaos General where I struggled with opening a glass bottle of fancy apple juice for like 45 minutes.
No, don't worry. I saw that. I saw this. I saw you talk about it. I wasn't gonna mention it because that feels like this kind of struggle you maybe wouldn't necessarily want publicized, but here you go, announcing it to everyone. I can say something that will get me crucified here. What? But don't. Hear me out. What if you didn't? Reconsider. All right. I was thinking about like where actually, because it would probably be somewhere closer to here. Yeah, there we go. I like that a little bit more. I definitely feel like because like my sketching phase tends to take forever because I'm just like I'm very perfectionist about it, which like I know is like kind of the antithesis of what the point of the sketching phase is. I don't really find Senshi to be that hot, to be honest. Too much facial hair, and he's like half my height. He seems like someone to have a friend at most. Um, Listen, that is a valid take. That just means I have one less person to kill in the like 500,000 person blood war that would be fought over Senshi's hand in marriage. I know Starky can find his himbo stoner boyfriend somewhere out there. It'd be nice. He doesn't wash his beard. Listen, he's willing to wash his beard if you like convince him to. It's blood soaked with monster bits. Laios is my spirit animal, not gonna lie. Listen, I'm not gonna the joke there's a joke here that's too easy. Laios is a himbo. Oh, absolutely. Also, I'm so sorry to people who joined us for the first time. I would say that this is not the kind of music you can expect. But this is absolutely the kind of music that gets put in the queue very frequently. Which also, for future reference, we do have an open queue a lot of streams for people to put in songs. And this is the kind of shit that people fucking put into the queue. And I can't really blame them because I gave them the ability to do this, but goddamn if it doesn't feel like a bad idea every time. I had a lot of fun with last week's movie night, despite what happened last week. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Yeah. No, I want to do more stuff like that. It's just like it's funny. The time is unfortunately difficult. Go on, make the joke, Starky. Wait, what joke? Oh, the joke about Laios and you. Listen, it's too easy. It's been 84 years. It's been 84 years. Pokemon in Chaos. Good idea, Sweet Bean. Oh, hold up. Hold up. I have dropped the tip of my pen.
What does this button do? Please, please, do not push the button. You have no idea.
Poppin', welcome on in, Poppin'. Can we get a show for Poppin'?
I fell down.
Perfect, there we go. Perfect. Honestly, I'd fuck Laios' persona. Laios' persona is a wolf. He straight up admits it. Welcome on in, though, Poppin'. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How you doing? I'm glad to finally be back to streaming and drawing burbs. I was hoping you've been lovely. Last week was a little bit rough, for sure, but I'm definitely glad to be back. I miss y'all. Because it's just like I'm back from TFF and softly sick. Oh no, the con crud. I definitely have been there. I've only gotten con crud once, but it was real bad. I was dealing with it for like a month. All right. Yes, that is the second persona. It's the ultimate monster he drew in the first episode. Okay. Okay. Time for me to remember how I draw. There we go. I just got got over Concrud myself. It's not. Oh, Concrud sucks. I'm lucky that I've only got it once. And notably, the one time I did get it was the time I didn't wear my mask a whole bunch. So I kind of really only have myself to blame. Ultimately. I guess the no emote's just still there. Do music festivals count for Concrud as yes. Concrud is not specific to the furry fandom. It is literally after any very like populated event. Here, let me. Okay. I'm figuring this out again. Oh my god, Kasai. I miss the EDC, but I'm not going to the States for a while. Yeah, I would highly recommend it if you can. Like, if there's literally any way for you to avoid coming here for your own safety, please stay away from the United States. It really does stink, but I want to see my friends when they're safe and happy, because that's when I'm gonna have the most fun hanging out with them. I dare you to read that without making a mistake. Ooh, woo. Absolutely not. I recognize that I'm gonna fuck that up by misreading. Welcome on in, Gadget. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We shout out for Gadget. Okay. There we go. Also, the good thing about drawing drawing the t-shirt is I actually don't have to draw too much of the underlying peck. I have no idea if this is gonna read properly. What I I need an opinion for this emote, by the way. I think it reads relatively well. Oh my goodness, double supported. Heck yeah. Get shout out, nerd. Anyways, also welcome back, Starky. Hope you enjoyed the break. I didn't. I missed y'all, but I am glad to be back. But also, breaks are important. Does it sound like that? Is that a little bit better? This is why I will never develop a consistent art style. Because once I noticed I can't unsee that, I like your art style. Right after I complained about not having a consistent one. I do sincerely appreciate the comment. It's mostly just like me vocalizing frustration with myself. I also need to try my hand with like the chain technique for drawing arms. This art style that keeps changing. To be fair, I actually do think I have a consistent art style. The problem is like I can't remember how I draw specific details, which is like a significant problem.
Rats. Rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Where the rats?
Alright, Kasai, repeat after me. Ready, go. I will go to sleep after stream. Now let's say it all together. I will go to sleep after
Chain technique can be
stream.
quite useful. Oh, for sure. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure out what's... Hmm. There we go. No promises on sleeping before midnight. You were literally complaining about how tired you were earlier. Here's the thing. I don't care if you're here and tired. Just don't be here tired and complaining about it. You could fix this. Well, my natural tendencies to draw way too big are definitely sneaking through. Okay, let me lower opacity and see how this is looking so far. I mean, to be fair, I don't necessarily mind if he looks top heavy. Starky, imagine being tired and not sleeping till 3 a.m. anyway. Why would you do that? Here's the thing, I haven't gotten like a proper night's sleep in 48 hours, but like I also recognize that like I'm not like because that is a result of my insomnia. And so I'm not complaining about it.
Rats. Rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Where the rats?
Starky, can you join me in bonking Kasai?
Chat, everyone at Kasai and bonk him. There we go. I'm gonna have to probably adjust some of these proportions later on as I'm looking at this. The amount of sleep I need is 3 business days. Otherwise, I'll be quick. That's the thing. It's like I actually slept like a collective like 24 hours over the weekend. I literally lost half my weekend from sleeping. In my defense for the bottle thing, it refused to open so much that I damaged my computer desk. It was a small chip on it. Oh my god. Just buy a bottle opener. It's much cheaper than replacing a desk when you break it. Listen, I'm listening. I didn't know it had a thing I needed for a bottle opener. It had foil holding it. Then you just assume that you either need a bottle opener or a cork popper. Especially if it had foil on it. Because that means it's fancy. Welcome on in, Corvic. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hope stream's been going well. I think it's been going really well. Honestly, I was kind of nervous coming into today's stream because I'm always just like, every time I take a break, I'm always like apprehensive that like when I come back, no one will be here waiting, which like isn't necessarily fair or reasonable. But also, I'm very glad to have those like those anxieties put to the rest very, very quickly. Got it. There we go. Corvid is getting affiliate soon? Yeah, for sure. Go give Corvid some support. Heckin' super sweet bean. I think you got the 50 followers, right? And I think that's like the biggest difficulty. Like that, and then like the averaging a viewer per hour on stream. Like those are the 2 big roadblocks. So like 1 big raid is kind of all it takes. And I was lucky that like I kind of skipped that stage of affiliate because I got raided by Pubma way back when I first started streaming. Yeah, and Corv got the stream guide today. Heck yeah! So then all I gotta do is at this point is probably just press the button. I think I should be able to be affiliated after a stream today. Heck yeah! The funny thing is, like, when I got affiliate, I don't even think I had finished the 7 streams. I think I literally like I had done 6 streams, and they're like, okay, you got it. Like, here you go. Which is kind of funny to think about. Get affiliated, nerd? Yeah. Affiliates you with being a sweet bean. I'm like, I'm not sure about this arm, man. Okay, that sounds wrong. What? What? I'm very excited to have redeems and stuff. Oh, for sure. I think the redeems are like the most fun part of streaming. There we go. I'm hiding his hand. Yes, I'm being a lazy artist. I just realized something. His arm at this point is almost half the size of his chest. Okay, so I think it's just... Okay. All right. It's time. To be fair, I knew I was gonna have to adjust the proportions here. Doesn't skip arm day. Oh, absolutely not. Long arm. Does anyone know the song? Here, let me go ahead and copy it for you. Copy link. And there you go. It looks like it's from Drakengard. It's giving huge... Wait, is Drakengard made by the Near people? Cost like APs by showing numbers going up. Like it's like my dancing fruit. Oh my god. Drakengard 3. Because like I am sincerely and yes, okay. Because like this does give immense Near vibes. Wait, what if I hold up? The way I draw arms is start with pose, then arm girth. I think I might need to redo these arms. What? Well, shimmy. I guess I'm gonna have to redo them now. Because I like this. I do actually sincerely enjoy this, like the way this looks. Oh, Alpha Outlaw, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Slash Chat. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Oh, I just realized my hand tracking isn't working. Anatomy theory is the forearms and the upper arms are 2 heads long. Hand size should cover the face. Okay, so I just realized I've made him very tall. There we go. It looked like you were reaching out to touch pecs for a bit. Some of this song makes me think this is from Near. Apparently, Drakengard is the Near people, which makes a lot of sense. You can also do proportions how you want. I suppose that's fair. I also like am trying to exaggerate a little bit. Like that is my goal, is to exaggerate at least a little bit. Okay, here's what happens at the ending of D of Drakengard. Oh wait, how many hold up a moment. Want to learn about the time I banned Commander Root? Why would you do that? Commander Root's like actually a really useful tool for getting rid of bots. Okay. Last night in Seattle, I'm broke. I'm sorry. But hopefully you had a good time visiting the States. At least, you know, while you still can. Cries. Suffers. Suffers and absolutely not silence. Okay. I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, I just realized why. Because the bicep's supposed to be on the inside. Well, oh god, I'm so rusty. I did 3 hours and this is all I have. Oh god. Yeah. Are you still borrowing your friend? I am still borrowing my friend's tablet because I do have a tablet of my own, but this is a little bit like because it's a little bit bigger. So I have more like it lets me have like more fine control. Damn, could have showed them the funny places. All right, well, this is definitely gonna be like a. You have to live in Gary, Indiana for a week, but after that you can move anywhere in Canada. Do you live that week in Gary, Indiana? Yeah, either I die or I get to move to Canada. So like that's a win-win. I manually went to ban all 300 bots. Oh my god. Anyways, it's fine. Art is basically a struggle against oneself. Don't. I suppose that's fair. Cause like, have you heard of gesture drawing, Starky? I actually have. I guess like here's the thing. I was really feeling myself with this piece, so I guess it's like one of those like it's like the curve of like sometimes you're gonna feel good about your art, sometimes you're gonna feel fucking this. Your friend probably no longer wants to. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna make that assumption. Because, like, it was basically loaned on contention. So I'm not going to, like... Also, like, this is a friend I live very close to and I have a very deep friendship with. So I'm not going to, like, make that assumption. But anyways, thank you for coming and hang out. Let me go and get to the outro and then get the outro playlist going. Hold up, that's... And then we can... let's see who's live. I definitely think I want to raid into someone on Thunderfang. So let me see. Outro playlist. Let me see... There we go. That's the one. Thank you for coming to hang out, and thank you for the people who stopped by. Like, you know, the Pocket the Rat and I'm so sorry, Pichu. I'm fucking awful with remembering names. I'm so sorry. Hold up, I can check the event log. The Raichu, that's it. Fucking. I'm so sorry. Listen, but anyways, thank you for coming to hang out. Let me see who's live though. Since we are, let me see. Let's read into someone at Thunderfang. Because, you know, now that I actually have... This is also, like, one of the biggest things where I'm like, yes, finally a team, so that way I know who I want to raid into. Right? Listen, I'm himbo sometimes. Isn't it Evo? Let me see. It was Evo's birthday recently, so we could raid an Evo. I see Tibbers, I see Varric. There's actually, goodness gracious, there's a lot of people live. It was also Tristaniel's birthday recently. So I'm like, it could be either one of those. I'm leaning towards Evo currently. Sure, you're himbo. Listen. I am forgetful. Let me check to see who's... Okay, Evo's gone for 4 hours. Tristaniel just started. So let's read into Tristaniel. How about Azel? How long's Hazel been going? Because we could read into them. That's one of those things where it's like I kind of want to make sure like I'm rating into someone who's like who isn't just immediately gonna wrap up. They've been going for 3 hours, so I'm like, how long does Azel usually stream? That just makes you airheaded. Okay, that's fair. Twitch my account's just incredibly borked. Okay, let's start the raid over to Tristaniel. I have my usual raid message, so let's go ahead and use that use if you have my emotes, feel free to use those. If you don't have my emotes, or slash like, because it is a follower emote, so you can use it here, but if you aren't subscribed, you can't use it anywhere else on Twitch. So use my emotes or whoever's emotes you happen to have. Let's start the raid over to Tris Daniel, because they are just starting up now, and also gotta show some love. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I'm so dumb. Oh god. Let me. There we go. That's the right one. Anyways, thank you for coming hang out. I really appreciate you. And yeah, if you'd like to stay up to date with the streaming when we'll be going live, Blue Sky is the place to be. As StarkyMorph on that platform, I post art that I make, as well as art that I get commissioned, which I need to be better about reposting that art. Tristan has a vendetta against me with a good cause. Understandable. Sometimes you earn it. But yeah. If you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, Blue Sky is the place to be. I also post food pics, which need to be taking some pictures of things as the week goes by. Oh hey, what a perfect time to start dropping some frames. Oh, you know what? You know why we're dropping frames? Is because I have a bunch of streams open. That'll probably do it. Anyways, if you like to get alerted when I go live, as well as to check in with the community, I have a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, say hello, Sweet Beans, see the curse content Sweet Beans post. I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch one of the VODs there, see what all we've been up to, see the playthroughs, because we've been playing in the non-art streams. We've been playing Amber Isle, which is a dino game. Stop dropping frames. No, I'm gonna drop them all over the place. Someone's gonna have to pick them up. It's not gonna be me. And then I have a yeah, YouTube. You can also watch me play Factorio, which I've done a lot off stream. I'm sorry, but it's my comfort game, and I needed comfort. Anyways, I love you guys to bits. I'm actually gonna be live tomorrow for the Rare Wednesday stream, so I'm gonna need to figure out what I'm doing then. But I will catch you then.